Hi, everybody. Welcome to this month's Community Showcase.
Hi,
I'm Michael Damiani.
I'm
This
Ian.
is Ian Hink. Brandon Jones, not here. Brandon Jones enjoying some well-deserved time with his newborn son. So,
Hey, baby.
yeah, they had a baby, and they are having a good time there. So, I'm going to be taking over this month. And we're going to be going through the submissions that you sent to us. This is for $10 and up patrons. Had to look it up because I actually forgot. So if you're $10 and up patron, we're going to take a look at what you have for us. I'm doing one thing a little bit differently than Brandon does. Brandon usually breaks it up into segments. He does comments, artwork, like images first, and then like videos. I guess music and then videos. I'm doing it like the Q&A, the monthly Q&A we do, where I just go in order from the most recent comment, and I downloaded everyone's artwork and images,
Okay.
downloaded everyone's videos, like everything's downloaded. I got them all set up to go, so hopefully this goes smoothly. And
That's a lot of work.
yeah, I got here like an hour and a half before,
Whoa.
and
I
finished
would
with
have
like
been ready on time, but my Taco Bell tacos.
yeah. What happened with Taco Bell?
My chicken tacos turned out to be beef tacos, so I had
Oh,
to
no.
improvise. And then apparently our router had fallen off the wall.
Yeah, that
Maybe it was the earthquake. Maybe it was someone else. Who knows?
I thought someone was doing. I was like, is someone doing a crazy stress test on this? Were you doing a weird like shoot and you needed it to hang from the?
No.
I was like, okay, it's just there. I was like,
Blood blamed the earthquake, and no one else responded when I blasted everyone in Slack. I was like, "Who ripped the router off the wall? You monsters!"
Probably Blood. Oh dear, no. I don't think anyone was here to do it, so it was probably the earthquakes. We had two back-to-back earthquakes here. So
Yeah.
Studio Ghost, yes.
But now I reinforced it with things we had on hand.
Yeah, so next time it happens, we know it's confirmation that it was Studio Ghost who did
Yeah.
it, and it was not the
Studio Ghost.
earthquake. Yeah, sorry about your Taco Bell.
That's
That's
okay.
unfortunate, but Thai food sounds way better
I don't
than
eat beef is the issue there.
yeah.
I thought about offering it to you, but every time I offer people Taco Bell, they say no. So
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Taco Bell.
it's bad food.
Yeah, I've never had a good experience there, except a long time ago, and they had something called fully loaded nachos, and they don't make those anymore. It's because they used like a shell.
And you want them to make those?
Well, the name sounds disgusting, but it was like an actual tostada shell, and they put all the ingredients in there. But they used like guacamole and like pico de gallo. It was like,
Oh,
this is like the freshest looking thing you've used, and it has like yeah. And they stopped doing it. I was like, well, no, never mind. All your other nachos are nasty and disgusting. Like they used shredded cheese, so they're like liquid, gross like ballpark cheese. I was like, it's
I
kinda
heard
gross.
one time that their meat comes out of a hose.
Okay, nope. Yeah, and I don't trust grilled chicken from fast food places. That's dicey.
But Raising Cane's is a fast food place down there.
Yeah, but they fry it, and you're usually safe with fried chicken, even though it's not good for you. So, but better than nothing.
I didn't know that. I also spilled mango iced tea on my shirt while I was driving. But
Yes,
it
that's
is the color of this shirt, so it completely disappeared. More or less. So that's great.
so. Yes, that's our opening segment.
Life's going okay.
That's our life updates.
Yeah.
From Damiani and Ian, and Food Talk, all rolled into one. Both will be future patron goal shows.
Yeah.
Okay. I know. Let's get into your submissions. And again, we're going in order, so I do apologize if you don't like this. Next month, we can return back to the usual format. So we'll see how this goes. And again, I have everything loaded and stuff, so just bear with me. Make sure I get everything correct. I labeled everything by name.
Are we doing the word limit thing that we talked about?
So I was just gonna roll with it and just see, but if it feels like we're okay, this is getting out of hand, we could start enforcing it. But I kind of wanted to be like,
Damiani and I had joked that there's a new sheriff in town, and we were going to enforce the word limit literally to the word limit. So if it was like mid-sentence, we would just be like, "Hey, really, thank you guys for all the," and then just stop.
and be like, nope, that's it. You don't get to nothing else. That's
but
it.
we didn't do the work,
Yeah.
so we're not doing that.
Yeah. So our first submission comes from Kit Snow.
But it says load more comments. Does that go at the bottom?
Yeah. So here's the weird thing. I was telling Chat before. I only see 73 or 77. I like went down and loaded all the replies. So maybe we'll solve this mystery by the end.
Click load more comment.
No,
What happens if you click that?
nothing.
Oh.
That's what I was. Yeah. So we'll find out about the missing 4 comments. We don't know. This actually is
I
a.
love Patreon, but sometimes the website
Yeah.
a little iffy.
So you know this. This actually is a. This is a written submission. So from Kitsno, backflips into the community showcase with the last bit of creative writing I did that I was proud of. Hey everyone, hope you all's day is okay and you all have a wonderful lives. Heart. And here we go. Do you want to read this, Ian?
Sure.
It's dramatic reading here.
There's blood on your hands. There's blood on your hands and you can't wash it off. The things you had seen, the things you had done, no amount of saving lives had been able to make up for it. Towns blurred together, but dive bars were all the same. No one ever gave you a second glance, usually. The bartender, however, gives you a sad look as you signal for yet another drink. Drinking to remember or to forget? You can hear her, but you don't respond. Words are heavy on your tongue these days, and heavier on your heart. You can still hear screams. It's starting to get harder to tell them apart. If you let your guard down for even a moment, your hands will start to shake. Images flashing as if right in front of your eyes. A young blonde girl, a smile wide enough to hold an ocean. A man with nothing but love in his eyes before the light behind them dies. Hands red and dripping, dripping, dripping. The glass shatters in your hand. The bar goes silent. You don't look up. Just put some cash on the counter and leave. Sometimes they find you, but it's almost as if they can smell it. The beasts notice you easier because, well, they can smell it. You never go looking for them. You haven't since you were young. Most times encounters end well. Laughs over drinks, hands in the dark. You don't know if it's to remember or to forget. When they don't end well, you've had enough experience to know how to deal with what's left behind. Experience doesn't make it easier. You think wiping your blade off your jeans, sorry. You see the smile that could hold an ocean in every girl who looks your way. You can't help but see him in every man who shares the vaguest of features, speaks words that could be even barely described as praise. You never feel safe anymore. You keep your blade close and your words closer. It had been the bartender that followed you. You could feel her eyes on you since you walked in. She seemed nice, and it made you sick to see her lifeless eyes, her second set of teeth still bared, ready to give her life for her nest. She was young, probably turned in the past few years. It made you sick. With yourself, with the people you had called family who had raised you to do this, who had made you to do this. Your hands shake as you walk away. Experience never helps with the aftermath of taking a life. You think you find yourself still standing under a lukewarm motel shower hours after scrubbing at your skin. The water runs clear, but you still feel the cling of dirt to your skin, the blood that drips down your palm, the nails clawing at your arms. There is blood on your hands, and you cannot wash it off. Dang! Killing vampires! At first I thought it was like an ambulance driver, like a bringing out the dead situation.
Yeah.
But it's a vampire hunter.
Like vampire hunter.
Damn.
Intense. And that trauma, it's like...
Nick Cage.
Yeah. Nick Cage is very traumatic. But, hey, maybe one day Nick Cage will star in their adaptation of that. You never know.
Nick Cage Vampire Hunter is for sure.
Nick Cage Vampire Hunter? Like, I saw Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, so I would see Nick Cage Vampire Hunter for sure. Oh, what were you saying, sorry?
Oh, Vampire's Kiss is a really good movie with Nicolas Cage. He thinks he's a vampire. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
It's like a count. That sounds like the Sesame Street count.
He's screaming at his therapist about organizing files alphabetically.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. We're never going to get through this if we don't just keep going.
That's pretty good. I was listening to some songs that came up in my playlist.
I haven't read that article. I forgot. Send it to me again.
It's called the group called the Vampires. It's pretty good. Had like some really good saxophone in it. All right. Next up, This is from Zephyr Moon. Greetings, Damiani and Ian. Hope you guys are doing well. Seeing that it's been a while since the both of you were on the showcase, I'll get you guys up to speed on what I've been doing the last few months. I've been developing a webcomic from an idea I had back in 2012, and every month I've been showing off my progress. Right now I'm working on a character sheet. I'm working on character sheets of the main cast, and so far I have finished 2, and now working on a 3rd. I'll show you guys last month's character, who is the main protagonist, and this month's new character. Last month, I said that I'd love to talk more about them, but that would be spoilers. And for funsies, I'll even show you guys a work in progress of the character I'm currently working on. Design is subject to change. Alright, so let's take a look at these real quick. I gotta get this, one sec. I have it set up on this scene, actually, so we're gonna vanish for just a sec, chat. I'm gonna full screen the image. Let me get it right. Alright, here we go.
How?
Here we go. So this is the first one. This is Sophie Williams, date of birth 7/26/1938, nationality Japanese American.
Only sometimes has arms.
Oh, I mean the side view?
Yeah, I imagine that's just to show.
Oh, isn't that like standard?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I thought that was pretty.
Just to show the silhouette, you know.
There you go. The next one. This is Todd Carter, date of birth 11/21/1937, nationality African American. Also, no arms in one scene as well. She had a car accident. Give her a break, Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah, and him too.
You won't see us when we're showing art. That's intentional. Just so no one's worried. And this is
the work in
whip.
progress.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool. Switch back over. Oh, wrong shot. Wrong shot. I already failed. Thank you guys for your time. Glad to have you back, Ian. Congrats to Jones and Amanda on their new arrival, and a lot of love and respect to Huber in this difficult time. Much love and respect. Sorry, Sarah Imshog. I've never actually said your last name before, so I hope I pronounced that right, Zephyr Moon. I apologize if I got it wrong. P.S. Clipping mask is still the best cheese.
What?
Clipping mask is still the best cheese.
Do I know what that means?
Zephyr, what is that?
Zephyr,
what is that a reference to? Did we miss this? Let us know as we move on.
Oh,
image editing joke. Oh, photoshopping term.
Yeah.
Okay.
That kind of I was like clipping in a video game sense.
I was like, wait, was this something I said on a stream before? I was like, is this an inside joke?
Photoshop, clipping mask for sure.
All right. Our next submission comes from Caesar Villa. Hello, Ian and Damiani. As I'm writing this, it's July 3rd, and E3 is finally over.
It's never really over.
It's not over. We're already on, like, what, E3 2020 right now?
Yeah, we're doing prep.
Yeah, we're already doing, like, pre-production meetings and stuff. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. If you're thinking, well, yeah, it's been over for weeks now. No. For me, E3 ends when I watch everything you guys produce during the event, and today I saw the last video I was missing. Great coverage as always. I especially enjoyed the last day, the friend code special with all the guest panel. Thank you for that. Also, thanks for making it right, Damiani. Oh, I know where this is going. I had 100 Don bucks on the line in the Final Fantasy VII release date thing, so after your reversal, I got $306.75 in Don bucks back, making my total of Don bucks $1,316.40. Not enough to beat King Huber, but I feel good with my results.
You beat us.
Yeah.
You beat both of us by a lot.
How long would that monologue have been from you? You would have been like very short then.
Well, it was capped at 5 minutes. So.
Also, on another subject, back in February when you, Damiani, were in the guest seat, I promised to you that I would have beaten Majora's Mask by the next time you were in the show. I'm happy to say I kept my promise, and wow, what a game that is. I especially enjoyed the callback to the never-ending story when you have to wake up a dormant turtle to get to the Great Bay Temple. I think the major complaint in this game complaint this game gets is that people feel limited by the 3-day cycle mechanics. But honestly, I found it quite entertaining, and I can only praise how well this game is designed. Meaning that you have these 3 days to complete a task, you need a few cycles to do it, but once it is done, you always get rewarded with either an item, a mask, or a song for the ocarina that makes sure you don't have to do the same thing again, unless, of course, you want to. And then there is the ending. Here I am risking my life for the people of Termina, reliving the same 3 days over and over again, and when evil is vanquished, or vanished, what's the thanks I get? Okay, Link, scram. We have a festival to attend. That fairy, not a nice word. I just saved you all, and I can't even enjoy the party? Bunch of ungrateful, bad word.
You could say dicks.
Okay, dicks. And to wrap up, I'm thinking of starting something. When we listened to the Buck Bumble song, I kept hearing dick. In the original first time I heard it. So I kept telling chat, I keep hearing dicks, chat, and so it became like a joke. Buck Bumble dicks. There you
I'm
go.
not respond to this news, though.
I'm sure Toshigami made a clip of it, so there we go. Yeah, Jones is not here. We're going really blue. And to wrap up, I'm thinking of starting... Oh, wait, did I skip? No, I didn't skip it. Okay, and to wrap up, I'm thinking of starting something. I have a huge backlog.
You got to be starting something.
And sometimes I can't make up my mind as to what to play. So I thought of giving you guys a few options and commit to it by the next time you're back in the guest seat. Unfortunately, Ian, you get no choice. Wow. Back in February, the Humble Bundle had a PlayStation 1. And while I was reluctant to get it, there was this voice in the back of my head telling me otherwise. That voice was yours, again Ian's, because the Talos principle. So I found out it's not Talos, it's Talus. Apparently, it's how you pronounce it. I was playing a game. I was playing 14, and like there's all these enemies called Taluses, and they're like, oh, it's Talus. I'm like, oh, I thought it was Talos. Anyway,
I'm pretty sure that's not true in the game.
Okay.
The Talos principle.
Talos principle was included, so I buckled. And because of that, I'll try to beat it by the next time you're in the guest seat, so I can share my thoughts with you. That's pretty cool. And that's
Did it come with the Road to Gehenna DLC?
Let us know. We'll read the comment. And that's it for this month. Thanks for everything you do, allies. Love and respect, Caesar. Buck Bumble. Wait, is the stream bumbling or are you trolling me right now, chat?
Don't use the buckle.
Don't use the buckle icon if we're not actually buckling. Ah!
I think it's because they said buckle.
Okay. Just making sure. It's good. It's good? Okay. Always working me out.
Yeah, every time I see that, I'm like, ah!
Yeah, sorry. Just checking if we had any drop frames. And it says it right there, too. I can just look there. Yeah. I saw you chat. You apologize for the language. Yeah. It's okay. Don't worry.
The Witness and Talos principle can both be good.
Yeah. Now we're going to get our headset ready for this next one because we have a video for Ian, actually. It comes from... get set up. Sorry. This is from Alexander Ziranov. Easy ally, Ian Hank, my favorite. So let me get this set up here. Here we go.
Whoa! Almost fell into that box.
That was a good cut. That was funny.
Yeah. Almost ready.
I think Ian is the most talented ally. I think out of all of us, Ian has the widest range of most effective talents. It always just kind of bowls me over how Ian is capable of producing something that is so crazy out of the box, so drenched in his creative and editorial voice.
Everyone keep me a straight face for Kyle. Wow.
Oh, yeah,
Bloodborne. We're gonna play some game called Bloodborne.
The combat seems really hard. because now that they're my actual sponsor for real this time, no joke. Fat Burger. Easy update is free of all sponsors. I'm so sad about this. Everything reminds you of goddamn Box Beat.
Wow.
Nothing reminds you of my Western music.
I think that No Redemption is way better.
May have gone live before the video was public, but down there. What can you do?
Magic is not real. Dragons aren't real. I know.
You look at the long flowing hair, so you had that kind of ethereal, like, I'm a ghost.
But I never go like, whoa, you know.
Welcome back to.
You can do all kinds of crazy things with editing. We'll see what Blood has to say about that. Assassin's Creed.
Everybody tip their hats to Ian Hank for putting all this stuff together.
Truly Easy Allies is one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me.
Aww.
Oh, they're filling it in.
Yep.
And life is a desert of innumerable horrors, but the only thing I'm afraid of is wasting time. And I know that while the time is wasted, it's just a state of mind. And so I watch where I walk and what I say, and veil it all in obtuse humor anyway, and wonder when I die if I will die alone.
Oh man, that's so touching.
Very nice.
Nice
those
edit
are really
too.
good edits. Yes. Thank you for that, Alexander.
I'm all emotional now.
I laughed a lot, so thoroughly enjoyable. Next one, next mission comes from Mason. Hello, Ian and Damiani. This past month has been a huge deal to me for one reason. I finally got to see my girlfriend reach unfathomable levels of hype during E3 because of a game she has been longing for. Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Nice.
Though the delay to 2020 hit us hard, as we've spent the past prior weeks speculating a September 2019 release date, we now spend every night together searching for new videos and interviews about the game and what it could be. It makes me truly happy that I can share my passion for video games with her and the joy the game will bring to us when it finally releases. Today, I am sharing a cover of the new Animal Crossing New Horizons theme song performed on real instruments. Take that, Nintendo! Real instruments! Not synthesized fake instruments, your MIDI music.
Synthesizers are real instruments.
I know. Never mind, I don't need to explain. I hope you all enjoy, love and respect, and we'll switch over to this. Give me a sec.
Whoa.
I
Almost
forgot
fell
to
into that box.
Sorry, I gotta remember to do that next time. Here we go. Enjoy.
Your attention, please. The Nook Inc. Getaway Package charter flight will soon be arriving at the deserted island.
That needs to be how you control the game.
Dude, that was so good. Bravo.
Very good, very good.
Bravo. I loved that.
Thank you for that. That was very talented.
Man, All of y'all are so good at everything.
Yeah, I think our patrons should start their own Patreons because
Yeah.
they're so talented.
Yeah.
And then they could be
Get
like,
together,
make
all
us
of you.
pay to submit to you, so then you could do a showcase on
But
our
our
stuff.
stuff sucks
Yeah, and our stuff's
compared
not good, so
I
then
couldn't do that.
Reverse one day. Our next submission comes from VG Junkie. Hey guys, nice seeing you at the Final Fantasy VII concert, Damiani.
Oh,
My
nice.
first ally sighting. Thanks for redeeming my bet. I had the concert pegged for the release date announcement. I practiced the song for the next time Ian was on, and last time I posted a Revengeance video Damiani mentioned Armstrong, so here he is, the Sam version of the fight with plenty of taunt and dodge swagger. Song is Not Tomorrow from Silent Hill. P.S. Any idea who's going to be on next month? Don't know.
You and somebody?
Oh, like, yeah.
Or is it both of us? It's not both of us.
No. It's whoever the next person who is supposed to be on.
We don't know.
Actually, it might have been me. So we'll have two of me on maybe next week. I'll have to like find a clone. We'll get on that when new.
If we
patron-
film it ahead of time, we could do it.
Yeah, I'll just gotta green
Easy,
screen it. Yeah.
Easy. Oh, you don't even need a green
Or
screen.
this-
Just
but
don't,
yeah,
don't
yeah,
move
yeah.
the camera. That's like 1920s camera
That'll
tech.
be, and we have to find out a way to do it live too.
Well, yeah, that's harder.
Optional discussion during topic during the video. What are your dreams for EZA in 2019, 2020? So let's play the video and see if it makes us want to talk about that.
But in the Latin alphabet, Jehovah
Begins
begins
with an I. Yes, very good Indiana Jones reference. All right, so I'm gonna get VG Junkies video. Set up here. Oh, what is up here? Why is it not here? Oh, no?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Can you give me 1 sec and I will... Give me 1 second. I will grab this for you. I don't understand why this
Play
is...
it off of YouTube.
Yeah, I just play it off of YouTube. I go, oh. This would be... Here, let me capture the link. You could totally do this.
You missed the H.
Yeah, that's always a
Just
problem.
double click the whole thing.
I don't know if it likes the feature part when the way I'm gonna do this real quick. So
We're improvising here, chat. We don't know.
oh, it will work. I just need to. Oh no, I don't have a key.
Wait, I'll do it.
There, the control me in, save me.
Control V.
Control me in,
Control V.
please. Okay, we might be saved.
I'm losing him, Fezzik. Please.
Almost ready. Yeah, it was Jolly Co-op. Thank you. Full screen.
Control, dude.
Push live. Alright, so we're live, and I will start it over. Here we go. Hopefully this works. Yeah! What are my dreams for EZA? Actually, I thought it was E3, because I was just going to say Revengeance 2 being announced and happening.
We're supposed to talk about it over the video. Oh, yeah, I see. Dreams.
Yeah, I hope that our content makes you feel like you're this powerful and can do anything in life.
Truly.
I like how it has both the piano inputs and the actual controller inputs at the same time. It's so good. Is Armstrong a specimen or a unit?
That's a unit, I think.
Yeah, that's a unit. Look at that throwing.
He's summoning helicopters.
Summoning helicopters just hurling at you.
This is from Revengeance?
This looks like a DLC. Yeah. This is the Jetstream Sam DLC.
Yeah, he's for sure a unit. I want Easy Allies to continue an upward trend and to just keep being a positive presence for people, I guess. Yeah, I want all of our... I want everything that everybody wants to come true, unless it's bad.
Yeah. Yeah, especially next year. Hoping for some good changes. Be nice.
What good changes?
Oh, it's
We're not getting rid of goals now.
no, not like 2020. End of 2020, yeah.
For the broader.
Yeah, for probably
Yeah,
for
for
the
the-
world.
Yeah, we definitely need that. But yeah, we're just supposed to talk about easy allies.
Can we get a double studio? We get an East Coast studio.
Yeah.
East Coast studio. That could be a dream. I know Brendan wants to be at more conventions next year. Doing
Yeah,
panels
we
stuff.
definitely want to travel.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
something I think you'll be seeing.
Easty allies.
Easty allies. I like that. All right, let me
Hit cancel. Hit cancel.
push live and kill this.
Hit cancel.
No,
it's
not
gonna play.
full screen. No, you don't hear it.
Stop it.
No, this is live. They didn't see that. We were saved. They didn't actually play the video.
Okay.
We survived by like a frame. It was just one frame. He wants to come to Canada.
Canada seems cool.
What's the biggest? I'm trying
Got
to
you,
remember.
Jack's on decks. Comment got eaten. We will get it at the end. Hopefully.
Okay.
Okay.
For sure. All right. Thank you for that, V Junkie. Very impressive play.
Very good.
Always good to see good Revengeance play. Our next submission comes from Bearded Scotsman 86. Hey Damiani and Ian. I hate hearing myself through headphones. With headphones muffling my sound, I guess is
I was
more
gonna say,
correct
we're
way.
Not monitoring
Yeah.
ourselves.
The start of the month, I took a break from gaming to have a few movie days. I got into a run of watching Denzel Washington films. I
Nice.
watched The Equalizer 2.
Which should have been called the Sequelizer. Sophia
Missed opportunity.
Sophia pointed that out to me, and I was like, "Oh yeah." that
Missed
was
opportunity
missed
right there. Deja Vu and Man on Fire. I enjoyed all of them. The Equalizer films are great action films. In gaming this month, I played through the Prompto DLC in Final Fantasy 15.
Oh.
It was fun, except for the fact his main pistol is so weak. So unless I grabbed one of the special weapons, fights would last a long time. Excuse me. I'll mention about this next one. I also started Prototype 2 this month.
Oh.
It has been a fun game to go through. It has been fun to go through it again. I got all the achievements back on the Xbox 360, and now I'm close to the platinum in the PS4 version. Interesting. I reviewed that game back at Game Trailers. I thought it was not that great. The final game I have been playing this month is Final Fantasy IX. I missed this game completely on the PS1, so did I. I didn't even hear it was released. Really? I'm really curious. You didn't even hear it was released originally. Wow. So after watching Ben's Hall of Greats pitch for it, I thought it'd be a good time to pick it up and give it a try. I am not very far yet, but I am enjoying it so far. Love and respect, Bearded Scotsman 86.
Nice.
Yeah, I need to play through all of Final Fantasy 9 and Final Fantasy 8. That will happen at some point in the future.
My roommate Omar had never heard of Lana Del Rey. Never even heard of her. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, I can believe it. There's totally things you can never have heard
Yeah.
of. Master Pants has our next submission. Hello.
Master Pants.
This month I have for you my very own post E3 Desire Index.
Uh-oh.
I already see the deep pledge comments right now of why they're leaving you. You're like, Kyle did the Desire Index. I am removing my pledge. And now you did it during Community Showcase. I am double removing my pledge. I'm pledging again just to say I'm removing it again because you're doing the Desire Index on Community Showcase. How dare you? Anyway, starting with number 10, Final Fantasy VII Remake. There are a lot of yellow flags surrounding this game for me, the multi-part release being the one hurting it the most. Even so, I really want to get into this world again to see all the updated visuals and music. Number 9, The Outer Worlds. Everything looks great so far, and love the sci-fi theme. The fact that it's coming to Game Pass Day 1 boosted onto my list. Number 8, Code Vein. Okay. It's looking a lot better than last year. If it turns out to be a 7, I'll be happy. The ESRB rating of partial nudity goes a long way in my book. Okay?
Sweet.
There.
That game's not going to be very good, I think.
Number 7, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Feeling some good buzz from the previews. I always enjoy COD games, and taking a year off from single player has me hungry for this one. Number 6, Cyberpunk 2077. That guy from the Lake House movie being in this game is not that big of a deal.
For a second, I was like, who? And then I was like, oh.
Number 5, Phantasy Star Online 2. The Western launch is going to be an event. I'm so ready to dive in, but I know it's going to be overwhelming. Oh, number 4, Final Fantasy VIII Remaster. Yep, I wish I was playing this right now. It sounds like it's shaping up to be one of their best remaster jobs. Oh, and this comes with the whole game right, not in parts? Wow.
I'm excited for that one.
If they made Final Fantasy VII remastered like Final Fantasy VIII, it would come out all in one game. Like, just saying.
Well, there's a difference between a remake and a remaster.
Like, it's time to remake. Anyway, it's their list. You know, like Kyle, like I'm on that episode of podcast, I can't argue.
Dude, Final Fantasy VIII is criminally underappreciated. I like that game.
Yeah, it got a bad rap because of the draw system. Just because the battle system's radically different. Like magic is consumed. It's not MP. It's uses.
Oh yeah, right.
So and you gotta like draw more to replenish. Everyone's like,
it
was just word of mouth. Everyone's like, it's different, so it's bad. And I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna play this. I gotta wait for the next Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy VII sort of has.
90s Final Fantasy fandom was a little weird.
Which one?
90s Final Fantasy fandom was a little strange. I'll say
everything fandom
because it was all from like
Have you
publications.
Heard of Star Wars?
Yeah, I've heard of Star Wars. Isn't that really old movie? You ever heard this really old movie called Empire Strikes Back? Number 3, Halo Infinite. At least once a week, I think about Halo Infinite in the shower, imagining the possibilities of a next-gen, more open-world style of Halo with RPG elements keeps it high on my list. So you're excited it's going to be Breath of the Wild. Halo. Number 2, Death Stranding. Kojima recently said Death Stranding is not a stealth game, and it's not a shooting game either. He calls it a brand new genre, action strand game. My curiosity is off the charts. Yeah.
Strand.
He was like explaining how like he had to come up with tactical espionage action was a genre name they came up with with Metal Gear because they said the stealth genre didn't exist yet. And then people just called it stealth eventually.
This has to go into the studio.
Number 1, Shenmue 3. Shenmue freaking 3. The ultimate dream could come true before the end of the year. This is my most desired game. Expectations are in check. Note, I'm still holding out for a Switch Pro, so Nintendo games are not really considered. Thanks for listening and keep up the good work. All right, thanks, Master Pants.
We had a really weird, angry comment accusing us of fake hype.
Oh, fake
for
hype?
Shenmue 3. Because Huber was excited about Shenmue 3, and this comment was just railing about it being fake hype. And I was like, clearly you don't know Michael Huber.
Yeah. You know what we need to do now? We need to make a public service announcement, spoof video about fake hype.
We should.
Like warning people about the dangers of fake hype. I feel like this is a.
They're like, you're afraid to be critical of.
This is an easy update. Gold mine right here.
Like, all right, guy, cool your jets.
Cool your jets. Fake hype. Next submission from Sebastian. Hi, Damiani. I'm making a game in dreams, Project Vex, and I was sharing the intro of it last month. I'm planning to have something playable in August, which will last for 30 to 40 minutes. The game will be longer, of course, but it all takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with my progress. This month, I will share some screenshots to show the game's cast and first impressions. The game has a top-down view and will be an action RPG. When everything turns out well, I will share a gameplay video for August. Until then, love and respect. Let's get these going here.
That's awesome.
Sorry, so I definitely got these. Yes, here we go. So first pick, the
Look at that.
Yeah, let me shrink this down so we can actually.
Oh, he's got a little box peak
Yeah.
shirt on.
Look at that. The main cast from left to right: Elise, Amanda, Cody, Mike, and Ian.
Huh?
Some names might sound familiar, but that is purely coincidental, or rather my love for you guys. But they share nothing else.
Dude, this looks so good. What?
Yeah. I saw this one first because I had to download them. I was like, oh, whoa. It wasn't until I think the second or third screenshot, I was like, because I didn't read the comment, I was like, is this Dreams? I was like, whoa, pretty good.
We gotta stream this or do an easy update
yeah.
playing this or something. This looks amazing.
No, I cut off.
Where'd
some of
Sebastian
this.
2 go?
No, I just cut off the.
Where'd that Sebastian 2 go,
I'm gonna resize
Damiani?
that so we don't have that problem again. Here's the
There
second
it
screenshot.
is.
The group playing a card game called X-Cry. I still need to animate that scene, and the cards are not final.
Look at this HUD, dude.
What exactly was the professor working on?
Dreams.
Yeah.
Stuff like this is why I maybe will never do anything in Dreams.
No, really?
Because it's to do... You know what I mean? This dwarfs anything I think I would ever be capable of.
Oh, seeing something beyond.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Huh? Let's check out the next one. So this is a shop to buy some stuff. The logic to actually buying something was tough, but everything works. That's pretty
Damiani,
impressive.
Look at that money amount, Damiani.
Oh, 666.
Mark of the Beast, bro.
Effect heals 20 to 40 HP. Interesting. Yeah, menu stuff seems tedious to do, honestly, but it's super important.
Game design has a lot of kind of tedious stuff in it, but
Ooh, this looks.
when you get through that, it's pretty amazing, I think.
A local bakery. Most assets are from the community, by the way. Otherwise, it would have taken even more time. That's a good shot.
Did you make the main characters, or are they from the community too? Because they all look amazing. Obviously, the shirt is custom. I had assumed that you'd been making all of this.
Look at the shadows.
Which would be,
the lights.
you're right,
Yeah,
very hard.
it's pretty good.
Man,
Impressive
Dreams, dude.
Yeah, it's got a pretty impressive engine.
Oh, it's so good.
And then the last shot here. Oh,
Whoa!
wow. Atmosphere.
Yeah.
The group is investigating an old abandoned lab, which is featured in the intro. Yo, this feels like it could be a multiplayer Pokemon game.
This is a legit game,
Yeah.
dude.
This is something I would have expected to see in the it actually could have come out within the last decade and would pass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So within the last third of video
Actually, I'm getting
games-
Earthbound vibes. Actually, modern
yeah,
interpretation of Earthbound. We need
That'd be
blood to
cool.
rule on that for us. But yeah, that is the last pick,
Cool.
last submission there from Sebastian. Good work. Can't
Great
wait.
work.
Yeah, can't wait to see the video in action of that. I need to
It looks so
faster.
good.
Good stuff. It's Mother 64. Yes, it's the HD remaster of Mother 64. You're just secretly dropping shots to us and hoping Bloodworth picks it up, and you get that Bloodworth reaction you've been waiting for.
We
Use the
chopping?
allies.
Are we chopping?
I
Nope,
don't
we
think
got better
so.
now. No drop frames. Oh.
I can always do this real
What's
quick.
going on with our technology, man?
Refresh.
We're refreshing. Don't panic.
Ah,
Don't panic.
whoa,
Ah,
whoa.
Start panicking!
Ah, we're
We're
back!
back! Hey!
Why we're not
Stop.
shopping?
Okay, cool.
No chop. It was fine.
Thank
We
you.
were psyching ourselves out.
Oh. You psyched it out. I got psyched.
Our next submission is from Megan Leinert. Hey guys, I'm writing this super late, and I'm sorry. I lost my debit card, so I had to wait to get my new one.
Jeez.
I've been super busy trying to help my parents with the new house remodeling so they can get it up for sale. So it's been a crazy week to say the least. I hope my post makes it in. So I'm sorry, no Twilight Eclipse review again this month, but I'm making it a promise for next time. This month, I'm just going to post some gaming screenshots I took in some photo modes in its place. Hope you like them. Have an amazing week. Let's check these out. Give me one sec.
Gaming screenshots. Photo modes. Okay.
All
I was
right.
like, wait, what are they from?
Here it goes. Here's the first one. Very nice.
God,
Breath
I
of the
love
Wild.
that game.
Can't wait for the sequel.
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know. I wonder if they're gonna do like a Game of the Year version or something, like to release before the sequel comes out.
They already did, baby. It came out as Game of the Year. Everybody knew
it. Next up, what is that?
That
Uncharted?
looks like Uncharted?
Is that Uncharted, chat? Chat.
Is that Uncharted?
Chat? Is that Uncharted 4?
Is that Uncharted 4, chat? Yeah, it's
Is that one of the DLCs?
No, you're playing as a dumb boy.
I don't remember this part in the game, chat.
I think I remember that part.
Chat, I forget. Is this like you gotta put 3 circle things in there to open the door? Yeah, I forget. It looks really good though. I remember it looking that good when I played it.
Do you have a PlayStation Pro?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Or do, but I played it on it.
that's
What
pretty
is
cool.
this?
I think that's also Uncharted 4, isn't it?
Is this Uncharted 4? Oh, wait, is that area? Yeah, that's that. Yeah, I remember this part. I died a lot down here. There's like a big gunfight to get into down here, right, chat?
It's one of the parts of the game where you go
Yeah,
into an
I
arena
sucked.
and guys come and you shoot them.
Yeah,
and you go
I'm
out
really
and-
bad at shooting Uncharted, so I died a lot and got upset. Yeah, but that was a fun part, though, besides that. Like, the actual exploring part was fun. Yeah.
I wish, like, I know they have the, like, Explorer mode. I wish that removed combat entirely.
Yeah.
Because, like, I just wanted to, like, look around these
I do
beautiful
that.
places.
I'd totally do that. I just turned on auto aim and like the
Oh, yeah.
easiest setting. It was just
For
like, yeah, like Nathan Drake's like god tier marksman.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
headshot everyone, so I'm just playing like how it should be played.
Abso.
Oh, that's definitely Uncharted 4.
Dang, that does look really good.
Yeah, that looks like ray tracing. No, that's good. Reflections on the surface. I like that. That's that light.
It does look like some hot ray tracing.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I was using a pistol in heavy gunfights. Hey, that's Nathan Drake. Nathan Drake could like you give him like a single shotgun, he'd kill like 100 people. Like that's how it works. What's the next one? That's Days Gone,
That's
right?
amazing. You can color your bike in
Yeah, and I know you can do your bike that color. But seeing the screenshot makes me think we do need an Uncharted Days Gone crossover. Like just their suns and their environments need to do a crossover. That's a good
Sun
shot.
is an S-U-N?
Yeah,
I was like,
S-U-N.
Nathan Drake doesn't have a sun.
S-U-N.
technology.
S-U-N. Like I'm
Oh,
joking
yeah.
about like the
Oh,
environment
yeah.
should have a crossover.
Yeah. And then Dear Esther shows up and everyone's like, huh?
Oh, sorry, that was the 5th one. That was the last one for this, actually. Sorry.
That was it.
Yep, that was the last one. So thank you for that, Megan.
V
Good
good.
shots. Very good. Good shots.
Ziggy Piggy, Ziggy Piggy. You know
Doing
that's right?
Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
Wow, Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted, dude.
Next, into more Keanu Reeves, baby. I was like, can't get enough Keanu. Next submission is from Tirju NG, right? Not Engi, or is it Tirju Engi?
What?
Tirju
Oh, the bottom.
Engi.
I was like, that is not how you pronounce the name I'm looking at. But that was the real name.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's how our community knows them by, so
Yeah.
I always go by like the most
probably
recognizable
like-
name.
Taju Ange.
Yeah, we gotta like exaggerate it. We're not pronouncing it at all right. I'm really
Just
sorry.
lean into it.
This is, you know what? There should be if there was a way to let you hear our mind sometimes. When I'm streaming chat, there should just be a sub kind of show going on as well, where just like you get to hear what my mind pronounces your names as, because of my mind it just automatic, it just happens, and there's like no question about what's being said in my mind about your name pronunciation. But when I have to say it out loud in front of you to be judged, it's like, whoa, this is I never thought, like, actually having to think about it, it's just like,
It's like every letter is like, oh god, what is that? R? What's an R do?
No, now I have to. Sometimes it does come out, like I'll say someone's name and like, oh wait, that I missed a few letters in there, didn't I?
I think I usually go for like Tokyo Slim just said, like very intentionally and very clearly saying it really wrong. So that it's like obvious, like,
it's all right.
Also, yeah, good point. we're being judged against Jones, so we'll be fine.
Okay. Jeez.
We're
I don't know how to
just kidding,
respond. I don't know how to respond to that one. Yeah. Hi, Damiani and Ian.
Hi.
Did some art before going to Japan, and I have moved from Osaka to Tokyo on my travels. Excuse me. Okay, so there's 9 images here. I remember this. Yeah, it does seem like we're choppy for some reason. It's a little weird.
6 links.
But they're saying we're not choppy, so I'm just gonna chuck it up to this. It's probably this TV refresh rate
This
or
is
something.
a 4K TV. This is a really good TV.
Yeah, but that's probably why. Like something's going weird with
Oh,
that. So
yeah,
like,
I
if we,
guess
like
that-
like look on the monitor over there. We look actually really smooth on there, and we don't like. Sometimes I'm guaranteeing you, it's probably this TV. Especially if chat's not seeing it, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, sorry. Let's take a look.
Studio Ghost.
Studio Ghost. Bump, bump. Studio Ghost.
There it is, number 1.
Yes, here we go.
I know. Not helpful to just say, there it is.
Yeah, number 1. There's a lot of number
The
1
thing I'm looking at with my eyes.
I started from left arm and went along what would be and went along what could become of it. Instead of leaning, it became as a person who is hanging between walls.
Love that.
Yeah, look at that. That's a billion times better than anything I could do with that. Sorry, I need to find a way to...
Drawing I've never been able to
Oh, look at this. All the line work was done without a base draw, just a dude saluting. Looks like something out of like could fit right in with a manga. Very good work. Oh, look at this.
Oh,
whoa! Desperate final punch. Purple was too strong.
I don't know.
I feel like that fits right in, but
That purple gives me energy.
the teeth flying out.
I like that teal, like...
Yeah, like
Around the
like
wrist.
aura coming out. There's some key, spiritual, some Reiatsu's coming out of that right there.
Man, fighting seems unpleasant.
Yeah. Sorry, next up. Rude to point a finger at someone. How about 2? And then the next version is this done with ink. So. Oh, sorry, did I get off on this? No. Oh, yeah. Yet again done with ink. Look at that.
That's very nice.
Yeah. Next. Drew this to congratulate Jones and Amanda. Little did I know he would have been born a week later. I see they're doing a Vulcan.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's a Batman.
Oh, it's like a bat, yeah.
Yeah,
I
there's
thought it was chest hair.
Yeah, well, there's a colored version here. This might help you see more clearly. Here you go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a bib or
Oh,
something.
yeah, I
Yeah.
see.
Oh, he's on the head of Jones.
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
it now. Oh, that Death Star on the shoes. I get it now. That's pretty good. I feel like.
Do you think Jones does have Batman-shaped chest hair? I bet it just grows naturally to look like the bat symbol.
Yes, and then he calls it a birthmark.
Yeah, and then we're like, Jones, it's hair. And he's like, what do you mean?
He's like, what? No, but I've been lied to my whole life.
Mine looks kind of like a wolf.
Like a direwolf wolf, or just like
The head of a wolf.
Head of a wolf?
Looking right into the camera.
Nice. Tried a shoujo style with shines. It says shoujo. And then
Very
there's
cool.
a colored version of this. Very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, shoujo to the max. Yeah, shoujo young girls, shonen young boys. Always get that. Sometimes confused for some reason. That's it for the month. Love and respect. Thank you very much. Good stuff.
Tarju.
And then Resident Evil 0 disappointed me more than I remembered. That was, I think, their comment to save the...
Yeah.
It's funny how people are now, like, just posting funny stuff instead of saying...
Oh, yeah, to the person whose comment got eaten. That's why people always do a
Yeah.
second comment, is because Patreon likes to eat quotes unless you put a second comment for some reason. It's very odd.
Our next submission comes from Michelle Jackson. Game music, general July update. Frankly, I'm unsure if this belongs with music or with videos. And,
Well, you're in luck because we don't have categories this month.
Yeah,
We're just doing it.
We destroyed all the genres. Here we go. Let's check it out. This is the game. It's called Unusuals.
What?
The game's called Unusuals.
This is for their game. I'm so excited for Glennis Ball. This hand's a bit loud. I think this is fun. 53 songs. I know that feel. I know that feel, Michelle.
Wow. Corrupted version of this. Really?
Fun tip that I was using for the Swords RPG that I'll someday hopefully finish. I have a battle version and a normal version. You just throw some drums in there. That's 2 tracks for the price of 1.
I like that.
This is great.
Oh, cool.
Man. This is so much work.
Yeah, K-pop or Persona music. Who's your favorite K-pop artist? Oh, actually, I think Michelle's in chat, so I'm asking.
Oh.
Stevie.
It's a good name for a tea house theme.
Here we go.
Oh! Now I've put together
Fiasco nuts.
very good.
Long Lawn Milkshake. Ooh, look at that. Easy.
11.
Ooh, Hokkaido milk bread. Yes. Hokkaido milk is really good. Like a butterscotchy taste, right?
That was great.
Oh, that was really good. Thank you for that. Let me kill it. Come back.
Hi, Mike Hook.
Hi, Mike Hook. Just saying hi. All right, so for this next one, next submission's from Jesse Blue. Hi, Damiani. Please copy. Okay, yes. I don't know if you actually want me to read this, but they submitted an MP3 file for us.
Okay.
This is the first time they've done it. Yeah, I got it. I have it, so we're good. Just making sure there wasn't anything else supposed to read here. Let me get it set up. So I actually just I'm gonna add it and let it play here since it's MP3 file. So give me a sec. Here we go.
Hello, Ian and allies. Greetings from the Midwest. When I heard you were going to be on the community showcase this month, I realized that instead of writing something and having Jones or someone else read it, I would tell you how I feel, not only in my own words, but in my own voice. I've enjoyed interacting with you, the other allies, and chat, and thought you all might like to put a voice to the words. It's one thing to read someone else's words. It feels a lot different to be recording my own, so here goes. During the last community showcase, I expressed my gratitude to the allies for inspiring me to pursue getting into working as a voiceover artist, something that has long been a dream of mine. This is really a big step for me in the pursuit of that dream and in the process of making that dream a reality. Over the past year, I've been watching the Tabletop Adventures and Escapades and Fiasconauts shows because of the camaraderie and cohesion, creativity, and sometimes conflict of the group. But it was you, Ian, as an individual, who has given me emotional support, even though you probably have no idea. Lilia and the others made me laugh late at night after coming home from my second job, too wired to fall asleep, but your voice comforted me. And the first time I heard you sing, Shouldn't It Be Easy, I got chills, and your range blows me away. I've watched all of Easy Update, Reaction Shots, and every other podcast you're on. When I'm feeling down, your voice is all I need to lift my spirits. I feel I've gotten to know you over these past years of filming. You seem very nice, ready and willing to help, and genuine, like you're moderately secure with who you are and don't mind putting yourself out there. It encourages me when I think about putting myself out there. Your positivity and creativity and complete absorption into your characters reminds me of the fun I used to have in high school acting class with my friends. It made me believe that I can bring my characters back to life, since I no longer have time to read aloud to my teen daughter before bedtime, a habit we enjoyed even into middle school. Voicing dragons and wizards and storybook characters made me happy, and I realize how much I miss it. The jolly relationships between you and the other allies is always encouraging, especially in the entertainment industry. I know it's a cold, harsh world out there. By the time you hear this, I will have finished my coaching and I meet with a producer next week, and then I go into the studio to record my demo. After that, marketing and listing, and bam! I'll be a struggling voiceover artist. Not because I have the talent, because I've always had that, but because I had the encouragement from watching you struggle from the beginnings of Easy A to the progress of new equipment and now the studio. You've really taken the reins of setting up the studio and pushing its technology to give us the best content that can come out of the new Easy A studios. I thought that if you and the guys can make your dream come true, so can I. And I may be setting myself up for failure, but I won't regret a single step. I'm probably editing this a lot to get it under 3 minutes, but I'll keep you informed of my progress, and we will definitely meet in person one day soon, and then I can thank you all for how much you've helped me, not just in my career, but emotionally as well. Thanks for all that you do and all that you are. Much love and respect, Jessie Blue.
Thanks, Jesse. That was nice. Also, yeah, good. That sounded really good. I don't know what mic you're using, but that was...
Yeah.
You sounded great. It's nice to hear. Yeah, it's like emotional hearing all these things. It's so nice.
Oh, loader right there.
Quick research break.
Okay, I'll come up. I'll improvise.
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 Improvise. All that man noise.
I didn't. Going to the previous comment. I didn't see if you answered what I asked Michelle, but actually I forgot what I asked in my question. I totally forgot what I asked now, and I also missed. Answered it. I missed it, and that's why I forgot it. So good stuff there. I saw some people in chat. Jesse Blue. Oh, do you have put up the crossworld link? So I get distracted when I read chat and try and talk. It's a bad habit of mine. Now everyone's asking me questions, and now I can't focus. Did you see the 4 team music is now on Spotify? Yes, I did see that. A lot of Final Fantasy music came to Spotify. Jack's on deck. If there's a new comment at the end, I will refresh and I will double check. We'll see if we can get to that. So don't worry. Just spam in chat if I forget for whatever reason, and I will definitely do that. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm glad you pointed out in your recording, Jesse, about the keeping to 3 minutes, because they're I noticed the first time I edited my own VO for the Final Fantasy 14 preview, or no, something I edited with my own VO for the first time. How many times I cut out? I was making cuts to remove ums. And buts or whatever that I usually do when I speak live like this, and seeing how more succinct I sound, but also the fact you trying to not make it sound edited as well. It's interesting. Yeah, cutting out the ums and buts.
And using crossfades is always important.
Crossfading.
Sounded like.
Is there a crossfire? Crossfading.
Crossfading.
There's a funny thing, Ian. There's the Shadowbringers theme song. There's a part in the song where I actually don't know what the hell they're saying.
In the which song?
In the Shadowbringers theme song, there's a part in it where there's this kind of boisterous like deep bass male part.
Oh.
And they're just like chanting something, and it sounds repetitive. And the funny thing is, I can't hear it, but I keep saying shiny bow with it now because it's like duh. It's like literally, it's like I keep in my head. It's like shiny bow and whatever they're setting, and I know like this in my head. Like I was in the shower today, I was like humming it. I was like shiny bow. I was like, oh no. I was like, when anyone else get this reference besides us or anyone who's ever used a shiny bow, I was like, I should explain it on stream. So if you were like, what the hell is a shiny bow? And
Shiny bow is our.
yeah.
Did you explain it already?
No, I didn't. I hadn't got that far.
It's the HDMI matrix switcher that we use to plug all of our consoles into.
Yeah. So we don't have to have a million cables running all over the place.
Yeah.
It's
Although now that we don't just have a bunch of consoles living here, it's sort of pointless.
We'll have to remedy that at some point. I don't remember what my question was to Michelle during her segment. I asked a question. I completely forgot. So I'm very bad with short-term memory. Apparently, like somehow I can do long-term memory, but I can't do short-term memory very well. Anyway, let's move on. Next mission from Brandon. How about E3, huh? Like my predictions last month, I'll focus on the 5 traditional conferences. Xbox did good. Not as good as last year, but the Keanu Reeves moment was the lightning bolt that makes E3's memorable. I loved his interaction with the crowd and Cyberpunk getting the April 16th release date. In addition, what I saw from Ori and Jedi Fallen Order, Forza Horizon 4's Lego DLC looking so jolly, and getting acknowledgement about both Scarlet and Halo Infinite were my top moments. However, being a diehard Gears fan, it did not show well. I did not like the Weird Faces trailer, nor did I care for the Terminator tie-in. Because I'm a solo player, I'm not in on Escape. Though I did appreciate having a September 10th release to pair with Borderlands 3's 3 days later. Bethesda was an improvement over the last couple of years. The pleasant surprises of Ghostwire Tokyo and Deathloop went well with the segments on Wolfenstein Youngblood and especially Doom Eternal. But there should have been a literal "we're sorry" about Fallout 76. While I love the fan montages, the loud fan in the audience constantly interrupting the Elder Scrolls Online segment was outright angering. While it was cute with Keanu, Bethesda guy was constant, making it all about themselves and unbelievably rude and seemingly unending screaming. It's great you're passionate, but the gentleman is on a schedule and tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people are watching to get excited for games, not hear 14 woos one after every other sentence. Ubisoft was weird with pacing as it felt all over the place. Watch Dogs Legion was the strongest presentation, but outside of it, Ghost Recon Breakpoint and The Division 2, it felt like everything else was breezed through, not necessary, or not properly explained. I'm interested in Rainbow Six Quarantine, but Ubisoft left me wondering if they should have pulled a Sony no-show. Wow.
Yeah, maybe.
Square Enix absolutely crushed it for me. The Final Fantasy VII Remake presentation alone was the personal highlight of E3. But again, Cyberpunk is a real close second. As for the rest of the conference, with what was there, I felt was properly ordered and paced out. To me, this is reminiscent of Bethesda's 2015 show. An excellent start, finish, and at least one thing somewhere in the middle. I have one thing in the middle there. If Square was able to keep the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC trailer on lockdown, that would have done better. Dragon Quest Builders 2 was strong, listening to Naoki Yoshida talk about Final Fantasy XIV, and hearing the cheers for Final Fantasy VIII Remaster felt good. Easily Square's best conference they've done. Finally, Nintendo, and personally tied with Square for best presentation. Link's Awakening remake looks so appealing. I'm fascinated to see how Witcher 3 runs on Switch.
Probably not well.
Panzer Dragoon remake was my favorite announcement, and of course, 5 words: Breath of the Wild sequel. I miss Sony, but E3 was once again another great show. On to next year. Cool.
Pokey Clyde.
Pokey Clyde.
Hold.
Hold!
Hold.
Kyle Lee. Hold! Hold the line. Actually, cut my throat there. Next submission from Tyler. Hey, Ian and Damiani. First off, just wanted to say once again, my mom and I had a great time meeting you two at E3. I remember, yes, of course.
Yeah.
So off of a Twitter suggestion, I upped the Patreon so I could write in sharing my thoughts going through Ian's Breath of the Wild.
Oh, nice.
My first Zelda game. For some context, literally the only Zelda I've ever touched was finishing a temple or two in Ocarina on 3DS before falling out of it. I'll admit, this game took a while to really sink into me. The slow start left me feeling a bit lost in the world, and as someone who is terrible at Souls games, I was dying more times than I care to admit. After some aimless wandering, starting the main quest, and completing some shrines, I finally decided to do one of the Divine Beasts for the Zora. This is where things picked up. Tasked with retrieving electric arrows from a Lionel nest. The thought of stealth didn't even cross my mind. Instead, I charged straight in and proceeded to get one shot.
Yeah.
Reloading my save repeatedly, I continued getting one shot. I know this experience very well.
Yep.
Perhaps blocking one hit before dying. After many tries, something finally seemed to click. The perfect dodges were happening every time, and little by little, my 10 to 30 damage weapons were taking his health down. By the end, nearly all my weapons were destroyed, but I brought the beast down. There you go.
That was a cool part.
After this fight, the combat just clicked. While there are still times I get destroyed by enemies, it feels like my fault rather than me not understanding the system. Once I finished the first beast, I explored, finding memories and shrines, and even the rhythm of this became more satisfying. Finding weird characters in the world, better equipment, and exploring mysterious areas in the hopes of finding the Master Sword all feels magical. Excuse me. As I write this, I just finished my second beast, the Gerudo one, and again, I plan to slow down and resume exploring and filling out my map before I attempt another beast. This game has something really soothing and beautiful about it. Even though the stress of tough fights, the closest piece of media comparison would be something like Princess Mononoke. I can't wait to write in again next month to see what kind of progress I've made since writing this. One last thing of note directed towards Ian and any other allies who like weird meta narrative in books. I highly recommend reading, if you haven't, Italo Calvino's If on a Winter's Night a Traveler. Don's favorites got me thinking about it, as it's my favorite book and author. Highly, highly recommended. It's a book done in the second person about the reading experience.
Whoa.
All right, that's all. On to the next month. Love and respect, Tyler. Edit, I found the sword!
Nice.
Just to get more hearts now. Know what that's a reference to?
A traveler. Got it.
Funny thing, I don't. For some weird reason, the last few months I've been obsessed with all right and already, and being there's two ways to spell already, but there's only one way to spell all
the
right.
words.
The words.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Already can be a state of being or a time thing, whereas all right is always two words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I spell all right.
You can spell it as
one word
in a script setting, like if you're writing a script and it's someone speaking it, it's okay to write as one word as spoken. Yeah. But in actual written text, it's always supposed to be two words. I used to always write as one word too until I was like, I don't know why. I'm just weirdly obsessed with that now. Something weird. Anyway, next submission from Zachary. Oh, did you look up everything you needed? You good?
I'm looking up this book. Usually I listen to books. I wonder if this would be a weird audiobook or would be fine as an audiobook.
Yeah, if someone's actually listened to it on the audio format, how is it?
Well, here it is. They have it. We'll see.
Well, we'll have to see.
I'll add it to my wish list for now so I can
Next submission from Zachary. Hey, Damiani and Ian. last month I spoke about my experiment of returning to Final Fantasy XIV after dropping it about 6 years ago with a level 34 warrior. So you dropped it right when A Realm Reborn came out, if it was 6 years ago. At the time, I had just started Stormblood and do you mean 6 months ago? 6 years ago, anyway, at that time I just started Stormblood. I was looking forward to it, despite hearing it wasn't as good as Heaven's Ward.
Had to have been 6 months ago.
Yeah, I'm thinking that was a typo there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, well, here's my 2 cents. Heaven's Ward is definitely the better overall expansion, but Stormblood has some amazing stuff going on in it. Heaven's Ward is so effective because its primary protagonist, while Stormblood is great because of its antagonist. I do feel Stormblood is hurt a little thanks to its narrative being split between Alamigo and Doma, but mostly came together in the end. Those 4.x patches, though, And now in Shadowbringers, Final Fantasy XIV continues to impress and show that it's easily the best game to bear the Final Fantasy name since the original PlayStation. I adore everything about it and really have nothing bad to say. For my last bit, I just want to touch upon being a tank some more. It's a really interesting job and one that I've grown to love. I at first didn't really understand the nuance of it, but it's gotten a lot more fun as I started to learn when to pop cooldowns and support skills. It also does a lot for your ego when you finish a trial as the main tank and end up with all 7-player recommendations. As for the tank changes in 5.0, I love all of them. I play as warrior, and there's nothing I don't like. I love the new AoE combo, the lack of TP, and new skills available make it feel like I'm actually contributing more to the fight besides being an HP sponge. It's still early days in Shadowbringers, but I can't wait to see more. I'll see you all in Eating Raids come 5.0. Safety comment.
5.01.
Okay. 5.0. Actually, they mean story mode. Yeah. The exclamation and the 1 blended together. So, yeah, I should have caught that. Yeah, that comes out in like a week.
Gotta get those peepers checked.
Yeah. Well, I saw 2 things, and it just like I think it was my mind rather than I can't read it.
I thought it was 2.
My mind like just substituted in that, and it's like, that makes sense. Yeah, that's really good. I'm sorry if like I'm not understanding the first paragraph. Obviously, you said you played Heaven's Ward and Stormblood, so I'm guessing you either stopped playing 6 years ago, and then you played 6 years ago, stopped, and then came back for Heaven's Ward, maybe? Or you started playing 6 months ago. But yeah, like level 34, you wouldn't even be in the Heaven's Ward content. So anyway, I get the gist of it. Like you
they
played.
went away for a while and came back for
Yeah, I came back, and I think your sentiment's pretty much in line with like at least what I think. I would say I've heard other people at least say this. Well, the expansions have all been pretty good. Heaven's Ward usually is cited as like the best one, especially for the story. Not just like as a good story in Final Fantasy XIV. It's arguably probably one of the best stories in the Final Fantasy series. It's one of the better upper tier narratives and like traditional narratives in a video game as well.
Man, I don't think I ever got to it.
It definitely is a much better written narrative than A Realm Reborn. A Realm Reborn story, I think, gets a lot of flack for nowadays. People like will jump into it expecting like this unbelievably amazing story, when at the time it was just good. It was like decent. And now that better stories have come out in the series, it's towards the lower end of it's a lower tier story. So people go, wow, why are people going so nuts about this story? This is just like okay. It's like, well, wait till you get to this part. This part's really good. And I think that's a good point. Like the story of Heaven's Ward is largely dependent on the protagonists. Amrit, Horshaphant, Iceheart, Shiva's real identity, who I'm forgetting their name right now. I don't know why I'm forgetting it. Whatever. They introduced really great new characters. And the story about like the relationship between man and dragon, essentially, or humankind and dragon, was like kind of like the focus. So it was this really interesting story, a unique perspective, and it was kind of a departure from the more traditional like, oh, we're fighting to save the world from like this evil empire storyline they were going with. Whereas Stormblood, they come up with a really strong villain. The dude, this giant armored dude with a samurai, like it's like what all the pictures were at the time, promotional art, and he's just like this like ungodly like talented fighter. who like no one like you get wrecked by him every time you fight him. But there's more to his strength. He's got like some weird special power, and it was like, how is he? What's going on here and stuff. And like the story is like you're trying to liberate two lands that have been basically oppressed by the Empire, and you're seeing how they've been like ravaged and devastated. And now you're trying to like rally them to rise up basically and overthrow the Empire from that.
Can you jump potion straight to
Either of the stories? Yeah, you can actually jump right into Heaven's Ward story.
I thought I did that back in the day, but I didn't get to it. I'm like up in some.
Well, you also have to
right
so you have to also job boost. If you just unlock if you job story boost, well, that's just the lower level story boost. Anyway,
let's keep going on this.
Yeah, we can talk about the server. But yeah, Shadowbringers is really good. Hopefully my review comes out this week. I think you'll see that I was very impressed by it as well. Next entry is from Discarded Digit. I was hoping to use this post as a way to show my first Mario Maker 2 level.
Yeah.
But proper playtesting and polish come before I can upload.
Oh.
Instead, here are a few takes on games that I've played recently. Guacamelee 2 didn't need to use guacamole as a plot device.
Actual guacamole.
Oh, I didn't know that. I haven't touched Guacamelee 2, so I don't understand this.
I didn't get too far into it.
Okay. I actually didn't play Guacamelee once. I don't understand.
They're pretty good.
I'm guessing because it's called Guacamelee, I had to have something guacamole in it. Yeah. My 80-plus hour save into Persona 5 will forever go unfinished. But I only feel relief because Joker Kasumi seems like a much better ship to drown on. Okay.
I don't think I'll ever finish that game either. Don't feel bad.
Gravity Rush 1 and 2 are the first and only games to make me sympathize with Miyamoto's belief that games shouldn't have stories. What?
Do those games have stories or they don't?
They have stories.
Is that a pro Gravity Rush?
That sounds like a not good. Oops, sorry. That sounds like a.
I personally do prefer story light games, if they're like action games.
Yeah.
They clarified. Didn't like the stories. I haven't played those.
That makes me
Everyone
sad.
always tells me to play those.
That makes me a little sad. But everyone's opinion is different. Baba Is You is legitimately the best puzzle game of the decade.
It's really good.
Play The Missing. I can't guarantee that you'll experience the same impact that I got out of it, but the game is too important to be forgotten.
I agree. I love that.
And finally, Nintendo, you better have a Splatoon-like DLC cycle for Super Mario Maker 2. Love and respect, Discarded Digit.
Dude, what if they started doing, like, the kind of, like, probably not versus, because that doesn't really fit the vibe, but, like, themed challenges for Mario Maker 2, where they're like, make food levels.
Oh! And
Best food level gets a whatever.
Would the community rank it then?
Yeah.
Oh, that could be something.
That'd be so cool if they did, like, events.
Yeah, they should do...
just like Splatoon does?
I mean, they were doing it with Smash Brothers for a while, where, I mean, they didn't add anything special, but, like, they do, like, the Ghost Spirit stuff, why am I forgetting the name already? Spirits matches.
Light or whatever?
Spirits matches where it's like, this week is like Luigi themed or whatever, so like more Luigi spirits will show up.
That's cool.
But they could take it a step further with Mario Maker 2, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, like ghost houses.
But I think they probably will have DLC because we never got that extra supposed slot for a new style, like next to that, and now people are like, well, that has to absolutely be DLC at this point, right? Since it wasn't part of launch.
And didn't they announce that? They announced it. Or yeah, they showed a thing. Whatever.
I forget. But yeah, everything about Mario Maker 2 looked amazing. I'll give you that.
Air blows right on my leg.
Yay, air. My AC broke again. Like 10th time.
Cat Temple 2 is out. Zephyr is sharing codes.
Ooh, Cat Temple 2.0 with a new room. Cool.
Alright.
Next submission from Chris. Hey, Ian and Damiani. My band and I released our second album at the end of last year after spending way too long writing and recording it. The song is one of my favorites off of it. Love and respect, Chris Parbury. And let's get that queued up.
They cast protection on it. Good idea. Protection. Congrats on the album. That's a lot of work.
Here we go.
and I'm on my own, surrounded by the lies that I've been told. Just trying to find a way to find just what it takes to make you notice. I've been searching for your eyes a lifetime now. Then it matters that I'm realized somehow. Tomorrow's gonna still be a whisper in my head. A story about a girl on my mind as we go falling in love. The downtown baby, the downtown girl. She's a long, long lover, long, lonely other. When she find me, no, we'll fall in love. The downtown baby, the downtown girl. She's a wild, wild woman who won't run from no one. When she find me, downtown baby. One night and I'm on my own, surrounded by those things you'll never know. Just trying to find a way to find just what it takes to win you back again. I've been searching for your eyes a lifetime now. Then it matters and I'm paralyzed somehow. Tomorrow's gonna still be whisper in my head. A story about a girl on my mind as we go falling in love. The downtown baby, my downtown girl. She's a long, long lover, long, lonely other. When she find me, we go falling in love. The downtown baby, my downtown girl. She's a wild, wild woman who won't run from no one. When she find me, downtown baby.
Very cool.
Very good.
An interesting conflagration of genres in that music.
Conflag.
Ooh, a little pitch bend at the end there.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Very good.
V dope.
Very good. Thank you for that, Chris. Keep up the good work. Excellent stuff.
Gonna have that stuck in my head for a minute.
Like that is a quality that I would be, what they call I listen to that in my car test.
Ah, yeah.
Yes.
Sticky. I'm just turning down my headphones.
Gotcha. Next comment. Our next submission comes from Raphael. Hey, hi allies. I posted one of my songs to the showcase early this year in January with Jones and Ben. It was pretty positive, so I thought I would also share this new music video. Sending good vibes from Japan. Love and respect, Raph. Here we go.
Nice.
Look at this.
Why am I yawning so much? Goo.
Because it's cold.
Oh, do people yawn when they're cold?
I think so.
Oh, that must be it then, because my legs are freezing.
Alright, here we go. Check this out. Oops.
Ultra lights. Very cool. What camera did you use for that video too? That was good looking
Where'd mouse go?
shots.
Hey, mouse. Just
What?
gonna readjust this back because I think it's gonna resize back to a.
Man, yeah, everybody's sending in such good
I think that was
stuff.
like what 16:10. Thank you. That back to back.
Yeah,
Oh,
very
I mean,
good.
all around excellent submissions, but have those two back to back. It's like a power hour right there. Power hour submissions. Our next submission comes from Matt. Ahoy, Ian, Damiani, and my fellow allies.
Ahoy.
Normally I submit a video game cover I've recorded, but this month it's a little different. I'm submitting an old piece of music I forgot about and recently rediscovered. It's called I'm Off. Please enjoy. Love and respect. Okay, yes.
Matt B.
Here we go.
Conjuring the link.
Yeah, I'll get resize.
Very chill.
Very good
I like
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
It was kind of just like relaxing.
Did that soothe your soul?
Yeah.
Yes. Good stuff. Thank you for that, Matt. Very impressive. Our next submission comes from is it Tim?
That is Tim. Yeah.
I am always impressed by the ever increasingly diverse ways to spell names and making sure I pronounce them right.
Mm-hmm.
It's always good.
I think it's more British way, maybe with TH. I don't know.
Enlighten us, chat, if you want. Hey, Damiani. Hey, Ian.
Hi.
At the end of June, I started Bloodstain Ritual of the Night. I backed it in 2015 simply because of the GT hype surrounding the campaign and Koji Igarashi. I have not fully completed the game. I'm about 4 to 5 hours in, but I feel confident enough to give a good first impression of the game. Bloodstained is the very first Metroidvania, or to be precise, Igavania, game that I ever played. I never owned a console in the 90s, early 2000s, so all the classic games of the genre were simply out of reach for me. That being said, Bloodstained still invokes a nostalgic feeling in me. The opening screen, the background music in the menus, and in the game itself, the animations of the characters and the combat itself, It all feels familiar and absolutely true to old Castlevania games. At the same time, it also feels fresh and up to date. I have the strange feeling that my emotions with the game today are alike to the emotions I would have had if I had played a Castlevania game in the 90s. Due to my inexperience with the game, it took a while to get into the combat. The first two bosses were a real challenge. I died more than 10 times on each boss, since I hadn't figured out how to combine attacking, jumping, backstepping, and the different kind of shards into a symphony where I could deal significant damage to bosses. I am still far away from being good, but I am progressing slowly. At first,
I'm not good at that game.
I haven't tried it yet. I'm still waiting. I need to play it.
I need to jump.
But don't worry. Your description is like how Sekiro was for me. Don't worry.
Didn't you return Sekiro?
And then I finished it.
Yeah. Well, I heard you were on stream being like, "Oh, I'm so bad at this," and you beat a boss on your second try or whatever.
Yeah, because it was bad. I kept getting my
That's
ass kicked.
That's good, Damiani.
I got my ass kicked.
You beat it on your second or third try, Damiani.
I felt like it was horrible. Like I felt like I was never in control in that game.
Cooey.
I felt like it was by the grace of like a lucky blow that like something worked. It made you feel like you were. Made me feel like I was very inferior.
20 times.
Yeah, the spirit guy at the beginning was not fun until I learned the
Makuri
counter. Yeah. Due to my inexperience with the genre,
you read that part already.
Sorry. At first, I disliked the saving system since I lost roughly 60 minutes of gameplay due to stupid mistakes.
Oof.
However, it encourages you to get good and learn your enemy's attack patterns. The only thing I would like to see improved upon are markers for save rooms on the normal difficulty. Twice I had the situation that I was on low health and in dire need of a save room. However, instead of finding a room, I picked the wrong turn and started a boss battle, which inevitably led to my death. In both situations, a save room would have been close by, so a minor hint would have saved me.
That's the genre, baby. You can mark your own places on the map.
To finish this month's comment, I really enjoy the game, even though it will probably take me more hours to complete than an average player. Certainly on the Kickstarter, one of the Kickstarters that was truly worth backing. Love and respect, Tim. Very nice to hear about that.
I need to get a tea.
Sure.
I need caffeine. Do you
Wait.
want one? Do you have one already?
I have this, but this doesn't have caffeine in it.
Yeah, it does. Black tea.
Black tea, or it has no sugar, no carbs, no sodium, no fat, no protein, caffeine content. Oh, here we go. Caffeine, 77 milligrams. Why does black tea have caffeine in it? So am I not supposed to drink a lot of black tea then?
Black tea has as much caffeine as coffee. Black tea is the highly caffeinated tea. I mean, it's not as caffeinated as coffee, but black tea is the caffeinated of the teas.
What does caffeine do again? I forgot.
Well, technically, I think it opens up serotonin.
Is it something it keeps you awake?
It blocks. What's the thing that puts you to sleep in your brain?
Oh, so this thing is not good to drink when you want to go to sleep.
Right.
Wow.
Caffeine blocks off the receptors to something that makes you go to sleep.
I drink so much of this.
Melatonin?
I drink so much of this all the time, like morning, noon, night, and that might explain some stuff.
Damiani, this is shocking to me that you didn't know about this.
Well, I was like, black tea has nothing in it, so I'm like, oh, this is extremely good for you. So,
I mean,
should I go back to just drinking all water?
Water is the best thing for you. Tea is better for you than soda.
Yeah, but like it has no sugar or calories in it, so that's what I thought was good about it.
Green tea, yeah, green tea has less than.
All right, so I'm going back to green tea. There we go.
Hibiscus herbal teas have no caffeine.
Like Earl Grey?
Earl Grey is like black tea.
Damn it. All right, I'm going back to green tea only. Well, that's why I drink jasmine green milk. Jasmine tea. How much caffeine does this have?
That's probably like a green tea, so a little less than this.
Oh, what is the sodium difference? See, this has no sodium, though, but this has a ton of sodium. Actually, that's not a lot. It says 1% of your daily value. Never mind. That's not a lot.
No.
I saw a big number and got scared.
Caffeine is not bad. It's just you know.
Where's the caffeine count on this? Doesn't even say
Yeah,
it.
Uzi Suicide is right. Black tea, green tea, oolong tea, and white tea all come from the same tree. It's just a tea tree. It's just how it's prepared changes the coloring and the concentration.
Yeah, I don't see any caffeine count on this. Maybe this has no caffeine.
What kind of tea is it?
Jasmine green tea.
It's got caffeine in it.
Chat, it doesn't say it on the box, the bottle, but this one does.
Give me this.
Now I'm...
Green tea has caffeine in it. It's just a little less.
Okay.
I don't think they really have to report it because most people just know.
Never from powder. Alright. There you go. It's okay. As long as it doesn't have sugar in it, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
We're good.
Yeah, this doesn't say. Maybe in Japan they don't have to say.
Gotcha. That could be why. Maybe it's not bad.
Just don't heat the bottle.
Yeah.
It says that. Don't heat the bottle.
Yeah, I don't like hot tea actually.
Me neither, dude. I have an aversion to hot liquids kind of across the board, honestly.
The only thing I've ever drinking that was a hot drink besides like hot chocolate, but I don't like drinking that anymore, was a hot sake.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But
I do like that.
But that's like in very small
don't drink.
amounts.
I don't really like soup either. I'll have a chicken noodle sometimes.
Oh yeah, I like ramen off soups.
Yeah, ramen.
Like any kind of like soup, but like
a good stew.
Miso soup. I really like miso soup.
You got a stew going.
I like hot and sour soup. It's pretty good too.
Lord Bergamot black tea.
Yeah.
Tastes kind of like Fruit Loops. It's pretty crazy.
Interesting. Yeah, no, like green tea is my favorite, but anyway.
I do prefer green.
Interesting to know because I do drink.
Black tea has like hella caffeine.
Well, I drink a lot of tea at night too, so.
That's I don't usually allow myself tea after 3, but I'm tired right now, so 5 is like I don't allow myself caffeine after 5 for sure.
Never knew this. Interesting. Red rose tea. I've had. Is that like Isn't it? Never mind. We'll keep going. Next submission from James. Hello, Ian and Damiani. For this month's comment, I wanted to talk about games I've been playing, as well as how excited I am for the rest of the year. First of all, I've gone back to playing Splatoon 2 since they announced the last big event for the game. It is funny, every time I go back to the game, I find myself picking different weapons to use in it. The main game I played last month, though, was Breath of the Wild. Nice. I beat Breath of the Wild back when it came out, and it was one of my favorite games. For playing it, I had a lot more fun than I did the first time I beat the game. I did things differently. I made sure to beat the Divine Beast in a different order and focus on exploring different areas. I also found so many things I missed in my first playthrough, like the story of Impa's guard and his 2 daughters, which I never knew about when I first played the game.
I don't remember that.
The guy's town, right? He's a guy who's like actually doing stuff for the Yiga clan because they're like holding them hostage or whatever, I believe was the story. It's like an optional like thing you can do to get the final memory, I believe. Like he's guarding like the orb, I believe, that opens up a shrine for the last thing. Anyway,
I stopped listening halfway through that, Damiani. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I played both of these. I played both of these games because of E3, so Splatoon 2 and Breath of the Wild. I'm so excited to play so many things. I can't wait to get my hands on Dragon Quest VIII Hero in Smash Brothers. I still can't wait for Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and I'm about to go radio silent on that game. And of course, I can't wait until, I'm guessing, Breath of the Wild 2 or Link's Awakening. But I'm also looking forward to Panzer Dragoon, No More Heroes 3, and Trails of Mana. I keep saying, no, Trials of Mana. I think it's Trials of Mana. Trials of Mana is the correct title.
Are we a Mana household? Or a Mana household?
Trials of Mana. So the weird thing is, in VO, in spoken VO in Final Fantasy 14, it goes... In Final Fantasy 14, they say mana and mana. They go in between.
They say both?
Yeah, they do. Depending on like.
That's realistic. People in real life say both.
Yeah. As for next month, I'm looking forward to both Dragon Quest Heroes 2 and Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Nice.
Very nice. Yeah, good, exciting range of games coming out. What?
That's Builders 2?
Yeah, Dragon Quest Builders 2 is next month.
Oh, fun.
Yep.
Oh, did you see that thing that that village in Breath of the Wild is basically
God,
outset.
Here we go.
What? I wanted to hear your opinion. Have you already talked ad nauseum?
It's a cool video, but like literally.
You don't believe it?
No. Well, here's two things.
Aren't those guys your friends, Damiani?
Oh yeah, no. It's like I'm glad they made a video that gets them a lot of views and stuff. And like, here's the thing. It's always good to point out things that even if they were ever pointed out in the past, it's still good to keep making newer videos of stuff because people will forget. And I think that's what happened. I don't know if anyone actually said it publicly when it came out, but my first playthrough of Breath of the Wild, when I went to that village whose name starts with an L that I can't remember now because, like, just forgot the name. When I was exploring there, I was like, is this? I was like, a lot of this stuff looks like Outset Island from the Wind Waker. I was like, this is heavily inspired.
So
I was like, this is like
you
this.
already knew
I was like, this
when
is
you're
clearly
done.
a nod to it, but like, I didn't literally think it. Like, there are videos maybe suggesting it literally is it, and I don't believe that. I don't think it's literally it. I think it's a nod to it. Like a lot of that game does nods to things.
That's because
Yeah.
I think that this one is the only real game, and everything else is a legend in this universe. You know, and so like maybe things were based on things. You know, in the reality of the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know your theory.
That's my theory.
It's a good theory. I like it. It's a nod. No, I didn't mean to come across that way. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I didn't think it was that important to say anything about it, and I guess it kind of stinks. Like if I'd like literally just like, oh, let me just put out a video that says, hey, I think this might have been Outset Island or a nod to it, but I guess putting it, people eat this stuff up.
Nod theory.
I guess I honestly I'm interested in this stuff. I think I just don't care enough anymore about timeline stuff at this point. Since they've
You're burned out on the timeline.
Yeah, like I'm kind of burnt out on it, and
you are to the Zelda timeline how I am to the Kingdom Hearts timeline.
And like I'm personally championing that they just sever all ties with the past games.
I think
and
they did by saying all of them are legends.
And I just want them to like move forward with a new mythos. Like just do your own thing at this point. I don't think it's cool to like have to require people to know 30 years of Zelda knowledge to appreciate the Breath of the Wild or Breath of the Wild 2. Like it definitely, there is a nice layer of Easter eggs and references you get from Breath of the Wild if you played the past 30 years of Zelda games. But going forward, there obviously be younger fans. They will play a whole plethora of the different wide range of games that'll come out, like past and present. But it shouldn't be required to go back and play like Ocarina of Time or this game or Wind Waker to understand this. Like Breath of the Wild, Breath of the Wild 2, as long as they keep making direct sequels with the same characters, then that feels like that's natural. You should play those games and get like that story and understand the characters.
I hope you can play as Zelda.
Yeah, I hope that too, Ian. I really do. So, yeah.
We gotta
move on.
Thank you, James Vest.
From next submission from Super 3D Cow. Hello, Damiani Ian.
Hi.
I have been playing a song in Poppin' Music each month for the Gets Ally.
Oh, yes, I've seen
these. This one is very...
These are so good.
This one is very difficult. Despite having less notes to hit in the other songs, they are arranged in difficult combinations. Enjoy.
Oh, man, I'm hyped for this.
Yeah.
Every time this blows my mind.
Sure, I have this. Did they put under
Super 3D Cow.
I wonder why, if it maybe just download these as different files and they're no longer showing up for some weird reason. Because I did grab everyone's stuff, but for...
Botch.
No,
we botched it.
But I'm going to need your help again, Ian,
Oh,
real
I got
quick.
Control V.
So get ready. Get ready, Ian, in just a second.
Here I come. Here I go.
It is ready, so as soon as you're ready, Ian.
Bah.
Here we
did
go.
it.
And I will pause it.
Teamwork.
Thank you, Ian. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if the converter thing I used, just like some of these, I decided to make them unreadable files, and that's what's going on here. Anyway, I apologize for the delay. Here we go. Let's enjoy music together. Enjoy.
Hello, Damiani and Ian.
Oh,
I wish I could play a song for each of you, but 3 minutes is not enough time, and I've been saving up a song for quite a few months to play for Ian. This is the hardest song yet on the Community Showcase, ranked at level 44. I actually haven't beaten it yet, but it's been a while since I last tried, so we will see what happens. I present to you quick result. But why did I choose this song for Ian? Because of the artist. Akira Yamaoka is
Oh!
known for his
Yeah.
extremely unsettling
why did you
soundtracks
do
for many Silent Hill games. So, things are about to get weird. Let's go. I'm having trouble finding a character that really embodies Ian. I'm just gonna
Every
be
single one of these.
Suze Laura. She reminds me of Ulala.
Okay. Are you ready?
Dude, this
Ooh,
game
roller
looks
skates.
bonkers.
It's being set to the range.
Oh yeah, the timing is really weird. Oh, this is bizarre. Is it like dropping a note from every other? It's like changing
Yeah.
time signatures? It's so weird.
Doing really well.
And I'm like so stressed for you.
Ooh, that was really hard. Ah. Oh,
That it?
couldn't get it. That gets
What?
really hard at the end.
You didn't do it?
What? You have to
What do
stay
we get?
above
B?
the orange
B.
level.
Oh well.
Failed.
Thank you very
Probably
much
like a high
for
difficulty
watching.
where it needs to be like
Wait,
above
it said
a rank.
failed, but he got a
You
B?
probably have to get above a certain rank to like to actually pass.
Wow.
So
I
it's
need
on a harder
to I need to
difficulty.
watch
Oh,
your
sorry.
stream, Super 3D Cat. That game looks so hard.
There we go. Saved it.
Also, yeah, B is a fail. That's like really intense.
B as in bad.
B isn't bad.
That's not
Oh,
nice though.
You're right.
But yeah, B is in
That song is bizarre. I
better
wanna,
luck next time.
Listen to
Holy
that
crap.
song.
B is in better than I could ever possibly do.
But I would have I would have failed or whatever like instantly on that thing. The
B
timing
is in
is so
Buck
funny.
Bumble. No. Can someone do a Buck Bumble in that? I will support that.
Yeah, I thought he did it. I thought he succeeded at that.
Yeah, I thought
and
you
then he was like,
succeeded.
"Well, I didn't do it." I was like, "Wait,
Yeah,
what?"
that was in our book. You succeeded.
Yeah, I would
Well,
call that a great success.
We should write into the developers and be like, "That's a success."
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. S.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I gotta get those higher rankings.
Quadruple S.
Our next submission comes from Next Gen Hef. Hey Ian and Damiani.
Hi.
First off, I wanted to say thanks for playing my Marmaker level.
Oh yeah.
It meant a lot and was cool seeing you figure it out. Congrats to you, Ian, for beating a level with a 4% clear rate.
Ben gets the credit. Like people keep saying like good job for doing it. And I'm like, but I watched Ben doing it for a very long time, so you know, it was a team effort. But yes, that level was cool.
With my younger brother and my recent trip out to LA for E3, I just wanted to share some pictures with some brief comments for each. So I believe
Nice.
I did get these as well. Next Gen Hef, here we go. Yep, see, they're there. It's funny how I have all the photos, right? Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
This collector edition surprised me.
That's the one, right?
Never
That's it?
thought Cloud would be a detachable action figure as opposed to a solid statue. Yeah, it's part of the big collector's edition.
Dude, Cloud's arm,
it's
dude.
big.
Looking sinewy.
It's just too expensive. Like 300 something bucks is too
it's
expensive for me. It's like
$328.
I
That's too
know
much.
there's some like fans out there that was like an instant buy, but I was like, ooh,
It's too much.
oof. Like
It's too much.
I even get worried about spending that like on. I don't think I've ever bought anything that remotely expensive for Final Fantasy, and maybe one thing in history of anything for Zelda that was that expensive.
Yesterday, I just bought the most extravagantly expensive thing maybe I've ever bought. That wasn't like a car.
What was it? Are you allowed to say?
It was a synth.
Ah, of course.
I bought another synth.
Yeah. We just need to make you have a synth museum or something, Ian.
I basically do.
Start up
in my
one
room
and just
now.
ask people, keep submitting me your synths. I will preserve them. Next one. Ooh, look at that.
Ooh, that's a good shot.
Monster Hunter World Iceborne would be my game of the show, I guess. Played the demo 5 times. It was fun every single time.
Man, I'm so hyped for that.
There you go. Gotta get in those weekly hunts. That was really cool. That was a cool thing at their booth they had there. Very nice. Next up. Ooh, look at this. Persona. Other than Iceborne, Persona 5 Royal would be my other game of the show. Even though it wasn't playable. Really wish it was. Was it playable at Anime Expo this past weekend? I don't even know if Alice had a booth there or not.
I don't know.
I didn't really see anything.
I was so disappointed. I guess I had assumed incorrectly that they were doing like a Persona 3 portable whatever where they made the female player character.
No, it's not.
I had just
it's an
assumed
extra character added to the story.
So I was like bummed because I was like gonna jump back in and go through it.
Yeah, I misunderstood that too, but I caught, like, that was pretty early on when they made that clear.
Yeah, I guess I just missed that.
Yeah. Next up, found out about a poster signing the day before. It was one of our best experiences getting to get these signed posters. Kaname Fujioka actually signed it and drew a picture of a palico next to it. Ooh.
Also,
in that nice palico cat. Yeah.
Now I realize who this. I had a really good conversation with these guys. And we interviewed those two guys, but I mean these guys.
Yeah, good stuff.
We hung out for like a while. It was nice.
Look at this. On the first day of E3, we were led by staff to a secret backdoor, shady entrance into South Hall. It cut down our wait time to get in from a couple hours to under 10 minutes.
Whoa!
So, of course, we used it on the second day. When we did, we got to meet Nathan Fillion for a super brief moment. And, of course, my camera didn't work well, so all I got was this blurry photo of my brother shaking his hand. So I present to you blurry Nathan Fillion photo.
That's awesome.
That's pretty good. Fun story. In West Hall, there was an entrance all the way down past the food court. Really, like it was, there's an exit. You get an exit, but there's a door. Last set of doors right there. That used to be the pro tip way to enter immediately. Like, I said, they'd let you line up at any door, but no one would go that far because everyone wanted to run through the middle. But what it would do is, like, you'd get in first, and, like, you could go up and then cut across Nintendo really quick. The line was always in the back of Nintendo's booth.
Yeah.
You'd actually get there a little bit before most people in the middle. They actually started closing it off a few years ago. Like, you have to go through, like, they filter you through the main thing. But finding a new shady entrance, I'm impressed.
That's good.
Pro strats at E3, always impressed with that.
Day 2, I figured out that, I don't know if it was just the media entrance, but there's that one up the stairs that was really good this year. Oh, hey, yeah.
There you go.
That was us hanging out.
It was an honor to meet some of you guys at E3. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us. Ian, my brother's conversation with you was one of the biggest moments of our trip for him.
Aww.
Thank you for making it worth flying out. Now, Damiani, thank you for getting our hopes up, because before you, we wandered around all day and didn't see one ally. Wait, am I in this? Oh, no, this is Jones. Okay, and then finally, tell Jones we are sorry for bothering him. My brother and me were the second and third out of 4 or more people to walk up to him when he was just trying to see some Dragon Quest builders on the last day. Yeah, in between Jones and Dragon Quest builders.
Jones will be fine. He's fine.
It's fine. It felt a little bad to do. Photos with Ian and Brandon. And so I guess there's another Brandon photo? Yes. There you go. Nice.
I kind of hope you just, like, kept going up to him to get pictures over and over again.
Anyways, thanks for making our trip fun, and I can definitely say everyone should try and go to E3 once in their lives. Sean, NextGen Hef on Twitch and Discord, and that is it. Thank you for that. Good stuff.
Those guys are great.
Yeah.
It was a highlight of my E3, hanging out with you guys.
Excellent stuff. Our next submission comes from Joseph. Happy Monday, Ian and Damiani.
Hi.
I'm submitting another one of my Hotline Miami music mashups.
Ooh.
And the only one I was happy enough with to share online. I don't have the talent or desire to write music myself, but this iOS app called Tractor DJ would find MP3s on my phone with similar beats per minute, and then it was just a matter of trial and error of finding tunes that sound good together, while adding some crossfades and other effects. Sadly, I got rid of my iPhone and can never find a similar program on Android or even Windows, so I haven't made any remixes in years and I miss it. Quick question to Ian. Are you aware of any cheap and or easy to use programs that can scan a library of music for BPMs and then put the two tracks together on a digital turntable? Thanks and hope you enjoy.
I know they exist, but I don't. It's not something I have really tried to do. I think Ableton can do it, maybe, but
they didn't post the name of the app they used on here.
Winamp maybe could.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
All right, so let me add this. I downloaded this MP3 file from your SoundCloud. Hope that was cool.
doing it on the beat with this hand, but then seeing myself doing it off beat to what I was hearing, and I was just like, get on beat, you! And I was like, but wait, that was cool.
On beat. Yeah, it was good. Good stuff. Thank you for that. Nice little mashup there. Hope we do find something that can do it for you in the future.
There's gotta be something. There's gotta be.
Make more of those for sure. Next submission comes from Stefan. Hi, Damiani and Ian. Even Steven. I want to share some good vibes. Do you know what game does Blue Point Games working on right now? I heard they are working on the biggest game to date. Rumor says they are working on Demon Souls.
Ooh.
But I hope for more. I hope that they are working on remasters of all Metal Gear Solid games. Can Sony make a deal with Konami? I hope. Love and respect.
That would be big.
I know those are the two ones that get name dropped a lot when it comes to Blue Point's current project that's still unannounced. So
Demons would be dope. If it's Demon Souls, that would be very cool.
I think Demon Souls will get people very excited. I think Metal Gear obviously would be. I mean,
the question is, would they keep the soul dupe trick in Demon Souls so people could content tourist Demon Souls, or would they fix it?
That was I didn't. So soul dupe thing was something not intended and people used.
Yeah. You can
probably fix it. Well, I mean, did it become like a staple of the community and they never fixed it? If they knew about it and never touched it, then maybe they'll tell them to leave it alone.
I mean, it was still around, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably something that won't change then, I guess.
World tendency, dude, yeah.
4K world tendency.
I hope that the remaster, whatever, makes world tendency more confusing.
Yeah.
They like add like 3 other layers to it.
That's like their whole trailer. It's just like this like weird cryptic world tendency trailer to reveal it, and you're just like, what's going on? Like,
can you imagine if the only promotional material is like a 20-minute video explaining world tendency?
And it makes like no
it's
sense.
Like, if you kill this many people and die this many times, you can get that treasure chest.
But like only under certain conditions. Like if you are always 3 feet away from enemy when you die, it actually does a +1 to +3 range.
Yeah.
But the integer value changes when you are more like, and it's like really like it's like wait, what?
And if you're playing, and it like factors in like real life, like time of day, weather, like news headlines.
Yeah, it's like
into the world tendency.
Like we check server status to see your IP address for your location. Look up weather and other data from that territory.
Yeah.
Also, you have
to change where your PlayStation is saying that it is based on weather.
It would take the temperature of your PlayStation as well. Like what?
People like playing with their PS4s in the fridge.
How many characters are in your name? Also, like this like weird, just random stuff.
Paying for. It uses the PlayStation Eye toy to look at the color of your pants.
Like the amount of characters in the first word typed every day, most typed word every day into the PSN search on the store. It's like, oh how many D-pad inputs were on like your menu every day? We had that.
And if you're using Monster brand HDMI cables, you can never get white world tendency. Yeah. Ever.
That would just break the immersion factor for us. We
never get it.
Couldn't do that whatsoever. That'd actually be cool if they did a remaster or whatever remake. It scans your like old previous save data and like makes like an enemy based on that or something.
Oh, dude!
So you like fight yourself.
If you're offlining the monk, it would be your old character.
There you go.
Dude, that'd be nuts. Yeah. Has a game ever done that? Where you fight? Like, because I know, like, Suikoden 1 and 2 and, like, games that use, like, previous game save files, but have they ever made you the enemy?
Yes. Chat, what's...
I feel like that happened.
There's, like, a game where, like, if you level up too much, you fight yourself, and, like, your character can have really high stats, so, like, people, like, purposely don't level up it. What is this game? I'm forgetting right now. RPG. It's an RPG.
Yeah. I have a memory of this happening. Where, like, your old character comes in.
No, Wheel of Fortune. Yes, Wheel of Fortune. I'll have to remember this. Maybe it'll come to me later. I'm sure there's more than one game. I mean, besides Zelda, obviously. But like your character data, when you have to fight, your Aeons in Final Fantasy X. If you power up all like your summons, like if you level them, give them that. even though he can't die at the end, they're like super powerful. So like it can make it take forever to beat them and stuff. I know that's one example.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's for sure one.
Ni no Kuni?
What in Ni no Kuni? I forget. Ni no Kuni 1?
Hi, Steph. Oh, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
that one sounds good.
Next submission from Asbo. Good afternoon, Damiani and Ian. Gaming-wise, June was primarily centered... I have new hat on order. It's coming. Gaming-wise, June was primarily centered around waiting for Super Mario Maker 2 and then playing Super Mario Maker 2.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying making little worlds, but I fear making challenging levels or unique mechanics isn't quite my strong suit yet. Still, it'll be my main game at least until Three Houses comes out. Lacking much gaming news, I thought I'd talk a bit about some books I've read recently.
Oh.
So first up, Boy Snowbird by Helen Oyeyemi.
That sounds about right.
I just want to make sure I got that kind of close. This is a retelling of Snow White, primarily told from the stepmother's point of view. Oh. It is set in 1950s America and involves a family passing for Snow White? Or
White, I think. Caucasian?
Or for Caucasian. Like, it's not capitalized, I'm assuming that what Ian said, the latter. It was refreshing to see one of these retellings that isn't a series of, oh, I see what you did there moments. And okay, yes, so you're right, Ian. The aspect of racial passing adds new dimensions to the obsession with the mirror. I'm not quite on board with how the last twist was handled, but I'm very curious to read more from this author. Okay, there we go.
Did they write Kitchen? Noah recommended Kitchen to me.
Anyone in chat knows that? Let
maybe
Ian
I'm
know.
misremembering the name of the author.
Yeah. Next up, The Dead Duke, His Secret Wife, and the Missing Corpse by Pugh Marie Eatwell.
I think that's right.
This title is... Oh, that's a whole title. The Dead Duke, His Secret Wife, and the Missing Corpse. I thought it was 3 to 7 books.
No, that's one book.
Whoa.
Right?
This title is such blatant Asbo bait that, frankly, the author should be ashamed of herself. It's a caper of a story, and I have a general weakness towards nonfiction books about very specific, weird, and preferably obscure events in history. So, yeah, I liked it. That's good to hear. Sorry.
I assume you've read Devil in the White City. I liked that one.
Number 3, If on a Winter's Night, A Traveler. By,
twice now!
Hey, look!
It's twice now
double,
with this Traveler!
Yeah, double Jeopardy! We win a prize! This is part of my haphazard, hey, I keep hearing about this book, so I should probably check it out approach.
We keep hearing about it, too!
Yeah, I take to summer reading. It's basically meta. The novel, so I already know a lot of people who would hate it. I found it kind of charming and a fairly breezy read. Yeah, this definitely means you gotta read it.
Yeah.
4, Backstage at the Lincoln Assassination by Thomas Bogar. Every once in a while, there's something that gets a bit stuck in my head. I wouldn't call it an obsession, but something I'll look into sometimes, hoping that it'll make a little bit more sense. Here is one of those. Since 1913, there has been a theater on Broadway named after the brother of the man who shot Abraham Lincoln. And it's just so weird to me that a single family that produced these two men actually existed in American history. That's not even mentioning their father, who was the most famous actor in his own time. I guess what hooks me about the story is that, obviously, I grew up knowing about the Civil War and Lincoln's assassination, but learning that the story is also very much a part of the story of the American theater creates one of these links between history and the arts that my brain can never resist.
Very cool.
Anyway, this book doesn't really get into that.
Oh.
It's mainly about the people who worked at Ford's Theater at the time. Still interesting, though. I love it when your headcanon's like, I want this. Okay, it wasn't this, but still good. Well, that's it for this month. Looking forward to spending the weekend with you all during Easy Living. Until then, love and respect. That was a nice hold comment there. Thank you for that. Yeah, John Wilkes phone booth. Is that a bad joke?
That's a joke.
Okay, interesting.
A great joke.
Oh, you've been to Ford's Theater, Uzi. Wow. Our next submission comes from Travis. Hey fam.
Hey.
This is my first time submitting. So I've been trying to get back into art and make it into a daily habit. The goal is to become better and enjoy the process. I only got 2 pictures this month, and in the resolution of an iPhone, so that, 1, I'd be able to enjoy my art or make some for others rather than it sitting in a book. 2, the restriction would help me focus my ideas and composition. And 3, I won't have a lot of space to fill, so hopefully I can actually complete more projects. Keep that motivation train going. Also, I enjoy sharing my art with people and figured sharing it with the allies would be a really good motivator as well. Love and respect. And here we go. Let's check out these. There we go. First one. Here we go. Fallout 4, dog.
That's really nice.
That is really good. What is this thing above the head?
A sign or something?
Yeah, Boston or something?
Oh, it's like flying by.
And something else?
That dog, dude. Look at that dog.
That is really good, though. Holy crap.
Really nice.
And then here is... Oh, sorry. Wrong button. My bad. And then there's second one. Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, very good.
There's Black Materia summoned Meteor to come crashing down. Got
Sephiroth's
Sephiroth's sword and
in
the
there,
Buster
yeah.
sword. And oh, this is interesting because I think that's Midgar is in the background right there. So this is after it's become overgrown and overrun with vegetation and stuff, which would mean post ending of Final Fantasy VII. And
But the thing is,
the Meteor is still there, so that's interesting. Unless that green stuff I'm seeing on Midgar is supposed to be like Mako energy, maybe?
Probably that.
Coming from the reactors, and I'm just seeing it wrong?
I would say Mako energy. Is it Mako?
Doesn't
matter.
We'll find out when they say it
Yeah,
out
I guess
loud in
when they
Final Fantasy
talk.
VII
Oh,
Remake.
man, jeez.
Oh, they say it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Mako because I think they've said it in Advent Children as well.
Oh, I think
yeah.
you're right. I think you're right.
It's the cover art for the remake. Ooh, that'd be nice.
I like these. They're two very different styles. It's
Yeah.
more like a watercolor kind of deal.
Yeah.
The other one was like very line
Nice.
art.
Very nice. Good stuff. Always down for some more Final Fantasy VII there. Yeah, like a little
Good
flower,
job,
a little tribute
Travis.
to Zach right there.
I like it.
Yeah, very good. Our next submission comes from Stevie G.
Stevie G.
Hey, allies.
Hi.
This is my first submission for the Community Showcase, and I'm really excited to show you what I recently started. I am starting to create pixel art, and I want to show you 2 game ideas I have been working on. These first 3 screenshots are from a working title called The 3 Islands. Basically Mega Man, but pirate themed. Let's take a look at these.
Hype.
Hype. Hype. Alright, so
Stevie G.
here we go. So
Oh.
choose an island to travel to.
Very cool. I like that.
Yeah. Nice. Next up. Move, jump, attack. Oh, I see, like dodging the cannonball fire with the skeleton right there. Got a little life meter, nice. Let's see, my mouse cursor and your mouse cursor. We are interacting now, and we are.
Can they see your mouse cursor?
I actually don't know. And then the last shot from this game.
This
Oh, look at
looks
that
great.
little showdown here.
I'd play this.
Avast, you landlubbers.
They cannot see your.
Yeah, they can't see my mouse. The next one is also a working title called Vendetta. Ooh.
That.
You are an investigative journalist. You are an investigative journalist, where you are tasked to investigate a government facility. After the tour that the guards give you, you are still suspicious of what they are planning. So you sneak back in you sneak back in, have to traverse through the environment without being spotted. I am thinking of stealth mechanics in a game like Hitman, Splinter Cell, and Mark of the Ninja, and want to focus on making a really in-depth enemy AI system. We will see how it goes. I don't have much with this game, but here is a work in progress title screen that I need to animate later. Thank you so much for all that you do. Love and respect.
Steven.
Yeah.
Gladfelter.
Like smoking a little cigarette there with the smoke coming up.
Yeah, this looks really nice.
Very nice stuff. Good.
Very good vibes, yeah.
Good.
I'd play that. I'd play that, babies.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Next submission from Steven Beaumont. Hey guys,
Hi.
my gaming update is that I finally beat Dark Souls for the first time after picking it up on the Switch. The game bested me on the PS3 because I didn't understand the upgrade system and had every weapon divine since I had heaps of those upgrade materials. Safe to say, I loved the experience and had a really successful run against all the bosses in the main game and DLC. Artorias was definitely the best character design, with Ornstein Small close behind. The thing that boggles my mind is that elitist shit on Dark Souls 3 for being too easy, and yet I have beaten all the bosses of Dark Souls 1 single-handed, as well as the same for Bloodborne, but I cannot overcome the twin princes without help from some people taking part in jolly cooperation. In contrast, and yes, I do understand technical advances, a lot of the Dark Souls bosses had only about 3 combos, and I felt like I could bait certain attacks a lot more often than in Dark Souls 3. Maybe now that I learned to parry playing Dark Souls 1, I will see how easy Dark Souls 3 can be, but I need to beat Sekiro before then.
Good luck.
All in all, this is a classic game, however the jump is still a joke, and a very bad one at that. And thus, this game isn't perfect. Sorry, Ian. Finally, I bought Dragon's Dogma last night.
Yeah.
After I beat Dark Souls, and I look forward to playing it. Until next time, love and respect.
Dragon's Dogma is so good and so weird. I was replaying a bunch of it a couple months ago, and man, that game is great.
Good song. The theme song from Dragon's Dogma. Or the one song you always love us playing.
The first one?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good song. It's a good song.
The new release is the Dark Arisen version, so it doesn't have Into Free. Flying into free. Yeah, no, it has the new one.
Disappointed. All right. Next submission from Tyson. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I've been busy with work, so it's been hard to find time to do art. It's exciting though, and I'm under my first NDA. Shh. Recently, I was inspired by the River City Girls trailer and decided to make art. Love and respect. Let's check it out.
River City Girls? Who dat? Ooh, cool.
Look at that.
Hey, wait, is that me?
I think that's us.
Nice.
XS, unless you think that's Maximilian, dude. Just kidding. Getting ready to do like it looks like a fighting pose or something. That's really good though. I like that.
I look like I'm gonna rage out. Like, I'm like charging up my like.
We're like both casting the same shadow too. It's like, or we combined our shadows.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna do a team attack right here. Fusion, ha! Be pretty cool. That's
very cool.
Yeah, really like it. Good stuff.
You
gotta let us know when the NDA expires and you're actually allowed to talk about what you are working on. It'd be really awesome to see that. Thank you for that, Tyson. Next submission comes from Dan. Oops, didn't click anything. Uh-oh.
What happened?
I think I clicked something and it caused the camera to freak out for a second, but we're good now. Hello, allies, or hello, Damiani and Ian. I read that as allies for some reason. This is the final month of recording VO for the Shenmue EZA dub project. A weird thing that is happening next month, unless delayed, is the very first episode of Shenmue, the EZA dub. Today, I have 4 parts for Ian. If you'd be so kind as to read a little dialogue. Sure. You started this project by reading a poem by Yu Suzuki. It's fitting that you end it with the most vulgar VO of the project. I promise these are all actual lines from Shenmue, and I apologize ahead of time for making you say the swears. All right,
Okay,
so do you want to do it like, yeah, you get close
I'll
to this
get a little
mic.
closer.
Yeah, let me scroll down so you
Okay.
have like.
A man in a fancy suit at a construction site who has no time for Rio's questions. Man in suit that is too busy. Oh, no, 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 no. Did I say one too many no's? Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no.
3 no's, those 2.
What?
3
Was
no's.
that 3 or not 2?
3 no's.
Okay, hang on. Oh, no, no, no. That was 3. There we go. I just can't now. If you want to talk, ask someone else. Did that sound like a busy man in a suit? Okay. Your second part was intended to, at one point, for the troop. Then it seemed like it was going to be Jones, but now destiny has bestowed it upon you, Nozomi. This is the one that Huber shouted about in that bathroom. A female who cares about Rio, seemingly as more than just friends. It is unclear. How do you say this name? Am I saying it wrong?
Well, I mean,
Rio.
I think most people will say Rio, but I mean, the Y pronunciation is like always
Rio.
exaggerated by I think English speakers, like the whole Ryu versus
Yeah.
Ryu.
And then Blood always tells us to say it like Ryu.
Like
Ryu.
you're supposed to either say it so fast that like the Y is like not even like doesn't it's not accentuated at all, but like Ro, like
Rio.
Ro, like Rio.
Okay.
Ro. It
Rio.
almost comes out, yeah.
What would Nozomi sound like?
I don't know.
People who care about things, what do they sound like?
No.
Have things settled down for you, Annie? Okay. Rio! I'll give you a few reads on that. Have things settled down for you, Annie? If there's anything I can do, be sure to let me know. A black car? You know, a car like that splashed mud on me when I went a car like that splashed mud on me when it went past. I remember this part of the game. Yeah. Yeah? Why are you asking about that car? Yeah? Why are you asking about that car? 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 There, I got them all. Your final part is a juicy one. There are two really mean girls out on the streets of the town. They skipped school to publicly smoke cigarettes and look tough. They're very aggressive. You will play both of these girls. Good. Mean Girl 1. Get out of my face, schoolboy! Man! Jack off! Man, shut up! Go home to mommy! What's with you? I'm not in the mood for this. Kiss off! Man, jack off! Get out of here before I hurt you! Man, what's with you? I'm not in the mood for this. Don't make me hurt you, boy! Mean Girl 2. Huh? Who the hell do you think you are? I'll slap you silly, pansy. Oh, you pansy. I'll slap you silly, you pansy. What you want, twit? Pansy-ass geek. What you want, twit? Pansy-ass geek. You're asking for it, jerk. What do you want, twit? Want... What? Want me, probably. Want me to kick your ass? What do you want, twit? Want me to kick your ass? Okay, bastard. And thus the saga begins. Thank you, Ian, and all of you guys so much for making this weird project a reality. All the love, all the respect. Your friend and ally, Dan Allen, Detroit, Michigan. Thank you.
Actually, I realized Jones, I forgot, we don't have to do it this way. Jones, I remember when I do it with Jones, eventually gets to a point, he's like, alright, you read these. I'm like, oh, okay, Jones, sure.
Oh.
If you have do you want to read? I can keep reading them if you have no desire to read.
Either way, I was actually wondering about that.
Yeah, then go ahead. I see the scroll bar is like 2/3 of the way more. Or how many are? Let me see. Okay.
Let me just blast this ibuprofen. Ha!
I only got 9 more, so almost there.
9 more?
Yeah, 9 more. We were on 1 right here. This is our next one.
Stay hydrated, buddy. You drinking water?
I'm drinking tea with caffeine.
There's this meme going around on Twitter where it's the Stay Hydrated bot, but it's like mean to you.
Oh, that's
And the one that I saw that made me laugh so hard was, "Did you drink water today, you stupid bitch?" I thought it was really funny.
Mean hydrated bot. Gotta get your attention somehow.
Juan Rolon Jr. Hola, Ian y Damiani. Hola. Wanted to start off by showing some love and respect for you both. I've mentioned this before, but every single ally has affected me for the better, and I'm constantly grateful for it. Ian, I recall seeing you on my very first EZA podcast last January. Unlike a lot of the community, I can't claim to have been following you guys from the GT days, and I didn't know what to expect when I saw you and Brad sitting in the middle having opposite stories on Labo. Between your hair, your nails, your overall influence, you stood out from the others, and part of my brain hit a wall. I was so intrigued yet confused because my life had been molded by others to stay on the path or fit the mold, and here you were just being yourself, yet steering clear from that. Currently playing Detroit Become Human, and there's a part where someone breaks this mental wall, and I feel like that's what you helped me to do. I know I don't need to say this, but please never stop being you. It's opened my mind and heart to so many possibilities, and I'm so much better for it. That's great. Damiani, like Ian, you've opened a world for me that I originally shut out. My first gaming memories were from the NES and Game Boy, when my uncle gifted me his PS1 with Final Fantasy VII, Gran Turismo, and Bushido Blade. I was lost to everyone, including Nintendo. In high school, friends introduced me to MVC2, that's Marvel vs. Capcom 2, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
On the Dreamcast, followed by Smash Melee and Metroid Prime on the GameCube, and while I loved them, I was still hooked into PlayStation consoles. I only really used the Wii for some motion control stuff and stayed clear of the Wii U. Excuse me. When the Switch came out, friends told me I had to get it. I wasn't sold and immediately shrugged it off and said it's not worth it for just Mario and Zelda game for this year. Damn, was I wrong. When I heard you talk about the console and Nintendo's push for more third party, I decided to try it out. Got it early 2018, and it's exactly what I needed in my gaming life. Got my PS4 in early 2014, yet I'm sure I've put more hours into my Switch now. Wow. It's even gotten me to re-buy games I already had on PS or Xbox because now they had a better chance of getting played, like Dark Souls, Owlboy, Hollow Knight, Cuphead, and the SteamWorld Dig games. All great games. Had it not been for your impressions and knowledge, I wouldn't have given Nintendo another chance, and I thank you so much. Since last month, was able to get through Yoku's Island Express, Ape Out, Grease, Gato Roboto, Cadence of Hyrule, Owlboy, The Gardens Between, Katana Zero, and Kamiko, all on the Switch. That's a good list. Finishing up Rhyme on the Switch as well, even if it buckles a bit. Amor y respeto. Respeto. Thank you. Love and respect.
Nice.
Too. Love to hear that. I love the Switch.
It's a fun system.
Yeah.
Fun.
Like, I love my PS4, but man, the Switch is probably my boy,
being able to hold it, move it around and stuff, but also take it on the go.
Yeah.
So not having like a clunky console part of it like your Wii U. That was like the key difference.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's so fun. Like, I have it here. I didn't play it all today
I have
yet,
it with me
but I have
always.
like Final Fantasy VII on there, grinding out to get the final limit breaks for. Still trying to get Vincent's level 4 limit break and Yuffie's level 4 limit break, and then I have everyone's full limit breaks in that game.
For what? For 7?
Final Fantasy VII.
There's one on the Switch already?
Just the original versions on Switch.
I forgot they put that on there.
Yeah.
That was the recent one?
So,
I thought just 9 went on there.
No, it's on there too.
Oh.
Yeah.
I missed that. Oh yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was this year.
Yeah.
7 came out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm reading it. Hello, Damiani and Hink. Hello. Yes, I usually greet the two allies doing the showcase by smashing their names together, but I don't think I can ever be more perfect than this combination. Damiani and Hink.
Oh, chat came up
Dami
with
and Hink.
something earlier.
What?
So Dom, D-A-M, comma, Ian, I-A-N, it's the next part of my name, and then instead of doing like I for E, They like you do another comma, then you put E with an exclamation mark. So it's Dom, comma, Ian, E. And
Love it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Super Mario 2 Maker 2 is out. Huzzah! Just finished all the levels in story mode, started making levels, and played Kyle and Ian's levels, and having so much fun. Perhaps the thing that excites me the most as a video game music enthusiast is the treat of having Koji Kondo writing new, old music for the stage themes that weren't in the original games. I love Super Mario Bros. And World's Desert theme, and the Super Mario World Forest theme particularly. Another musical idea that I really enjoy is the Music Box Night versions, which brings me to my submission. I present to you for this showcase the night version of the Easy Allies theme. Love and respect, Kevin Gillette. That's awesome. Yeah, the music is so good in Maker 2. Everything about Mario Maker 2 is perfect. Oh, this is lovely. We should use this as a new sign-off. With permission, of course. Bedtime starts right now. Lock your beds. That was wonderful.
That was really nice.
I loved that.
I do like the idea of using it for our stream ending.
Yeah, that'd be very
You're cool with that.
If we'd have to ask. Corey Jackson says, "Greetings, Ian and Damiani. Hope you guys have a good July with Fire Emblem and Builder 2. I can't wait. I've been playing a lot of Bloodstained and loving the game. Also started a little bit of Mario Maker 2, which the group stream was one of the best this year." Nice. Pardon me, jeez. And now 8.2 patch since it recently launched. And wow, 8.2 patch since it recently launched? Mario Maker 2 is on 8.2?
No. World of Warcraft patch 8.2.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I thought that was just the word, wow.
It's okay. In chat, they were doing
wow.
lowercase as well this weekend, and I was like, what's this 8.2 patch people are talking about? And like, oh, World of War. Oh.
That, wow.
Gotcha.
Finished Stranger Things 3 and loved it, not spoiling, but it was a fun ride all the way through. Summer anime season has started with Dr. Stone, an anime adaptation of a manga by the Eye Shield manga about restarting the world through science when everything in the planet is turned into stone. Fire Force, the creator behind Soul Eater, when the firefighters armed with magic and science fight people who can combust into fire demons. That sounds fun. And One Piece, which has launched its new arc in the anime with a new director, and it seems to do the arc. It's based on justice in animation and design. And Ian and Damiani, I will recommend Promised Neverland, as I have to other allies. It's only 13 episodes and worth a watch. I've heard of that, actually. Hope everyone has a good July and can't wait for easy living with AC this time.
We hope
so too, Corey. We hope so.
We shall see.
Too.
That will be like we should do that like that was like one of the first things when we go live. Like we roll like a pre-recorded video where we record ourselves entering the first time and being like, where is it? Where is it? It's like we find it. We're just like worship it. It's like, and if it's not there, we go nuts. It's like,
trash the place. Jordan Kirk says, greetings, Damiani and Ian. Right before E3, with Cadence of Hyrule days away, I decided to give Crypt of the Necrodancer a shot. An easy choice, with it only being $3 with all of the sales, I'm having a blast with this charming game, but man, it can be brutally difficult on standard. The main mechanic makes it where you have to devote a good amount of attention. Otherwise, an enemy might sneak up on you, or you might miss some actions altogether. With around 15 hours invested, I've still only managed to get to the second zone's boss. Shout out to all the different modes that change difficulty, give secondary objectives, and even just change the gameplay mechanics entirely. Running out of time. Microsoft conference convinced me to try Game Pass Ultimate, extremely good value upgrade program. Downloaded many, but Ori and the Blind Forest was first. Solid Metroidvania, absolutely beautiful. Mario Maker 2, jolly but slightly sadistic co-op making action. Shout out to y'all's streams for a lot of entertainment, but also a lot of inspiration. That will do it for this month. Great games are a-coming. Till next time. Thanks, Jordan.
Yeah, thank you, Jordan.
David Cleland. Hi, Ian and Damiani. Hi. I can't believe you let Kyle and Huber get away with that Final Fantasy VII bet nonsense that cost me like 200 Don bucks. Love and respect, Dave Cleland. P.S. Here's a vid of me meeting Jeff Goldblum. My friend met Jeff Goldblum 2 days ago, I think.
Very cool.
Where was that? What's going on? Oh, that's fun. Teague says, hello, Damiani and Ian. Hi, not much time this month for art, but here is a recent illustration of my own take on Samus done for a Patreon demo. Personal Patreon is patreon.com/teeketch, which is TEEKETCH. As always, I thank you for the tremendous work you both and all the other allies do to make this such a great community. Love and respect.
Yay.
Don't need headphones for this. It's a picture.
Yeah, wrong one.
Well, wrong one.
I mean, they saw a black screen regardless, so that worked out for me.
There it is.
Here you go, everyone. Check this out.
Ooh.
Metroid. Why can't Metroid crawl?
What?
Remember the dumb meme? I can't Metroid crawl. Super Metroid, they want to know why Samus couldn't just get down and crawl under things. They got really frustrated when they realized you needed the morph ball to
I see.
Yeah. Anyway, this is really good. I like that.
The colors are really
definitely
nice.
looks like you'd make a good framed poster or piece of art as well.
Yeah.
Nice. Can't wait to see more of Metroid as well in the future.
Yeah. If we ever see it.
Yeah, Metroid Prime 4.
Outcast Writer says, hello, Ian and Damiani. Hi. Hope you had a great June and best wishes for July. Thank you for holding down the fort and keeping Community Showcase going as Papa Jones steps away to take care of his new edition. Also wanted to say thank you to you both of you, and the rest of the allies for your great E3 coverage.
Thank you.
Thank you. With that said, it's been 5 or 6 months since I've posted anything on the showcase due to a variety of factors. The most interesting one was being interrupted by a tornado that landed a mile away from where I was at the time. Moral of the story, don't wait until the last day to post to the showcase. Tornadoes are scary.
Yeah. Interesting moral though.
Yeah. Just out in the field, I should post to the showcase.
Yeah, you make a joke of it, it's good.
I said that to people who, like, friends of mine were really scared by the earthquakes, and, like, earthquakes are, they're no joking matter, but it's like, I've been through tornadoes, like, earthquakes, I mean, obviously the big ones are horrifying, but, like, just a shake that we experienced doesn't really hold a candle to how scary a tornado is, personally. Anyway, E3 was awesome despite Sony's absence, and who cares about EA, although Jedi Fallen Order has my attention. Could this be a finally decent game from EA? I'll still wait for the reviews before I purchase, but I'm fairly excited about Fallen Order. Please, please don't screw this up, EA. Even bigger news for me is I finally got my new computer that I've been saving up for a year and a half. Congrats. It's just a base Dell XPS desktop model, but it's so nice to finally not be using a half-broken laptop that is 13 years old. It will probably take another year for me to get halfway decent video card, but things are really good. That's awesome. One reason is Xbox Games Pass for PC. Since I don't have a PlayStation, Xbox, or Switch, the option to play some Xbox exclusive games on my PC is very appealing, and the price of $10 a month is fairly doable for me, even though I'm pretty much a cheapskate when it comes to getting games. So I'm still doing some mental gymnastics to see if this $10 is worth spending on Games Pass to try something I might like or buy something I really want. Still, this expansion of Games Pass is a really nice game changer for me, and it is probably just a question of when rather than if. It will probably be easier to make up my mind once the Steam sale is over, which is my other big reason things are really awesome for me gaming-wise. I used to live fairly rural for most of my life, so high-speed internet wasn't a thing, at least not if you wanted to spend a bunch of money. Now that I have a new computer and high-speed internet, taking advantage of the awesomeness that is a Steam sale was just too wonderful. I got a bunch of games I've been wanting for years and still stayed below $100. I even scored RPG Maker MV, which I've been wanting. Nice. Now I can start making video games. Also, Ian, I love it whenever you showed the work you did in RPG Maker. It always got me so hyped for the time I could finally get the software, and now that time has come. Have a blessed day and month, and thank you for reading my comment. Love and respect. Thank you, Outcast Writer. Yeah, I need to do more RPG Maker. Love that. Okay. Jason A. Sackle. For June, I only really played Super Mario Maker 2. It's great. I can't really say anything bad about it, so I'm going to talk about E3 instead. Gonna go press conference by press conference. Before that, though, great job to the Allies on coverage. I can see that week being hell. Also, it did feel like something was missing from an excitement level without Sony being there. Microsoft. Yes, Keanu is in Cyberpunk, but I still have no interest in that game at all. To me, that has the same weight as what actor is going to be doing a voice in an animated film. Sure, great, means nothing. I do think the use of lighting to hide that car was a Lego car was really neat. That's true. Also, Phil Spencer said, in regards to Project Scarlet, the most powerful and highest performing console we've ever designed. I mean, I would hope so. That usually is the point of next gen. The thing I hate the most about Microsoft press conferences is the insufferable garbage they spout. I think it might be insufferable. That says and adds nothing. Other than that, I don't really remember anything from the conference. Bethesda, I'm interested in Ghostwire. I'll have to see gameplay before I even know if it is something that will be for me. But the presenter was really fun, and she did a great job on selling it. That's true. I'll be interested to see what kind of game it is. Ubisoft. There was a dog, and yeah, that's about all I remember about that one. Square. I don't like the original Final Fantasy VII, but I was really curious to see what they would show. Just something about the characters made me never really give a crap about them. It seems like they just fleshed out in this new one, which is good. The whole adding a bunch of stuff to where the first game will essentially be only the first area and them not knowing how long the rest of it will be made me pretty much check out. More isn't always a good thing. It depends on the pacing. Who am I kidding, though? I'll admit to being a hypocrite. If it was 9 they were doing this all for, I'd stupidly be all in without questioning anything. Avengers looked kinda eh. I don't even know why anyone would buy it on current gen unless there's an upgrade plan, because it seems like they intend to support the game well into next gen. Nintendo, stoked for Breath of the Wild sequel. This is a game I want to go into knowing as little as possible. Astral Chain looks neat. Banjo-Kazooie and Smash looks fun. It was a solid little show. I'm looking forward to Link's Awakening. Love the art style. Would be nice to see them do the same thing for Link to the Past, to finally play through that game without having to look at the atrocious sprites of the original. End. What's up?
Okay. It's alright.
A lot of otakes in there.
It's alright.
Okay.
It's going well to that last line. We're close. Close to making it out unscathed. But just gotta get that shot in there. It's okay. I know Kyle has an influence on a lot of people.
Is this
the last one?
This is the last one?
We gotta refresh because I think there's one more after this.
Oh, yeah.
There's one more after this.
Yeah, someone lost theirs. I think I remember Ian is a fan of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Correct. And is hopefully probably looking forward to Bloodlines 2. I am, which is set in Seattle. The reveal trailer had several scenes set in Seattle underground, so I went and took pictures of that this month. Oh, fun. Plus, I'm throwing a little surprise in at the end for Damiani. Getting to the important things first. An original 1890 Thomas Crapper toilet in unrestored condition. Okay.
Here we go.
Yo. That's awesome. Okay, and there's a fancy one that's been restored. Here's a fancy one that's been restored. Ooh. So wait, was Thomas Crapper a real thing?
I think so. They always make that joke in every other movie about, not every other movie, but at least 2 movies I've seen make a joke about being named Crapper or John or whatever.
Oh,
like Men in Tights
Men
at the
in
end.
Tights, yeah.
That's one, and then there's another British movie I saw that made that joke.
Okay, now the next couple are from the Seattle Underground. Let's see what we can see. Man, this is cool.
Yeah, this looks like waiting in a line for in Disney World, like going to like the ride, like they make it all themed and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What's we got?
He was an English plumber.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Seattle Underground is like a... I don't know anything about the Seattle
Underground. It's like Sonic Underground.
Oh.
It says Sonic Underground.
Oh.
Seattle
This
Underground.
looks cool. It's like caves or something?
Yeah, this definitely looks like I'm going to a Disney ride. It's like Pirates or Indiana Jones ride right here.
This is real life, Damiani.
Yeah. Real life can be a ride too. Whoa.
Yes, sir.
This looks like you're breaking into like a bank or something, like GTA 5 opening mission.
Oh, Seattle burned down in 1890 and they rebuilt on top of the old city? Damn, I didn't know that. That's awesome. I gotta go to Seattle, dude. Also, when I'm a vampire in Seattle, I'm gonna hang out down here all the time.
Of course. It's the only way to go.
This is sweet. I love stuff like this.
And
When I was
color.
in Cologne, I went and
Whoa.
saw that Roman ruins under the... Man, this is neat. These colors are amazing.
Dang. Do we have...
There, and then what looks like a busted pile of scrap metal apparently used to be a Nikola Tesla built elevator. Is this... I'm not sure if this is the one. 1, 2...
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the last of the underground ones.
Okay,
right
this
here.
is the underground one.
All right, so this next one
This
should be...
one's the elevator coming up.
Yeah, this should be the elevator.
That's an elevator. Nikola Tesla, you messed it up.
Blew it up, Tesla.
They blew it up!
The madman.
One of my prized possessions is my set of Yoshitaka Amano tarot cards. Since this is Damiani's first month hosting Community Showcase, and since Noah has already done such an excellent job of ascribing each ally to a major arcana card, I thought that each month I'd post an Amano version of the allies on the couch. This month, Judgment Damiani and Star Ian.
Will you help me out here, Ian?
Oh, you gotta paste the URL?
Yeah. I don't know why this one didn't download for some reason, but here we go.
Here I go.
There you go.
Control-V.
Yep. Hopefully this works. Look at that. Judgment in the Star.
Whoa.
Look at that. That's good. Mono art.
Those are really cool.
Yeah,
Dang.
it's like us. It's our cards. But now we're different.
That does seem like us.
Yeah. That's like me looking down at everyone blowing the little horn
that
like
horn.
But
We always keep saying, don't you toot it.
yeah,
don't you
that's
toot that
true.
horn.
Very true. Well, good stuff. Thank you for that. Switch back over.
Oh, and then that's all the stuff.
I know, we
So
should have
then,
saved those crapper picks for Bossman.
Okay, so wait, refresh so we can see if the other person's showed up.
So I will refresh now. And it should be at the bottom here. Scrolling up, scrolling
We're scrolling!
Scrolling. Oh.
Was that it?
Is it Eric Jackson?
I think that was who it was. Was that who it was? Chat?
So I want to make sure that we're not missing out. So the only new post we see is from Eric Jackson. Jackson deck? Okay.
Jack's on deck.
Alright, so
Eric Jackson says, hi,
I'm gonna have to do
Damiani."
this, so we're gonna have to do this the same way.
Read the comment first.
Sure. So, hey Ian and Damiani, this is a replacement comment for my devoured comment. Apologies for any stress this causes. I wanted to produce more art, but I was too busy playing Persona 5 and training for an international juggling competition.
Whoa.
I got a second, by the way. Here's some fan art and an unfinished self-portrait. So here we go. Let me. We're going to do these as web pages, so hopefully this looks right. Go ahead.
Very nice.
So I'll click on it. There you go. Unfinished self-portrait.
Looks pretty finished.
And then, oh, I don't know if this will work, but try paste. Okay, it does. More of a sports guy. So intimidating. Let's see. Go again. Don't nod, cross, easy A.
Very cool.
That's really good.
I like the coffee on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, keep bringing. They can't see my mouse on there. Okay, go ahead. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Nice, Bloodborne.
I love that.
Copy. One sec. Go ahead. And last but not least, ooh, look at this.
That's so good.
That is really good. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
And end of it, P.S. Deepest sympathies to you, Ian, and your family.
Thank you.
Eric Jackson.
Thank you.
And he got through, so there you go. Thank you for that. Really good work there.
Very good stuff.
And that is the end, right? Just 9 minutes after, but we started a few
did
minutes late. So 3 hours. We kept
Yeah.
to the schedule, doing it this way. So I don't
You're
know.
all amazing.
Yeah.
That was all so good.
You're breathtaking.
You're breathtaking.
I love that line now. I just want to use it for us.
Cyberpunk.
I just want to like be able to do summoning jutsu where I just can become Keanu Reeves and just
Yeah.
like say amazing things to people and be awesome. Yeah. Hopefully, like the switching a little bit of the mingling of the format there, kind of breaking the barriers of
I liked it.
of not like doing things in categories. I mean, if you prefer that, like if you're watching this after the fact and you found that way, like, oh, when I watch this after, I do like seeing it in that format because I know it's easier for me to skip.
Yeah.
Let me know. Like that's something I didn't consider as like people watching not live, but to everyone else, watch it live. Let me know what you felt and if it worked well, and we'll see if we can adjust next month. Because I don't know how long I'll be doing this. Definitely next month will be happening. Me and someone else, possibly a clone of me, will be doing it for the month of August.
Damiani.
And we'll have to see what September holds. Very likely September will also be the same format. But beyond September, I feel like maybe you might get your Jones back possibly by that point in October. By October, I would assume. But maybe later. And who knows? Take all the time he needs. So
Take it all, Jonesy.
Yeah. If we get to the long point, maybe I'll get Kyle to host this one time, the 4th episode. I'll be like, Kyle.
Kyle would rush through it and be.
I will do it.
So mean.
If I need
people.
to, I will sit here with Kyle, and Kyle and I will go through this, and we will be what are the 2 Muppet guys again? The old guys who get
yeah.
Chat. Who are the 2 old guys who make fun of the Muppets all the time? That would be
Waldorf and.
That would be Bossman and me.
Something in Waldorf.
Yeah, Bossman and me doing the community showcase together. That's how it would be.
I believe.
Kyle loves the showcase. It will take 5 hours. Yes. Statler and Waldorf. Okay,
yeah.
There you go. Well, and I'll Photoshop. I'll put a face over ourselves on the stream as well to make us look like that.
We can't leave, you old fool.
Yeah.
We're bolted to the seats.
Oh gosh.
Muppets 4D
Yeah,
Disney World.
that's where that comes from. Oh, bye-bye. But yes, thank you.
It was short. It was pointless. It was short. We loved it.
We'd have to put a caveat on the submissions, you will be subjecting yourself to Kyle Bossman.
Let it be known. Yeah.
Kyle Bossman will be critiquing completely unrestricted, able to say whatever he wants about your submissions. And
that would be the trolliest stream if it was YouTube.
We have to up the tier for that to cover the damages.
Lawyer fees.
Yeah, we gotta get the lawyers in here. It's all right, what's the damage that we have to cover for this?
Yeah, he does do fan art every week. That's true.
Yeah, that's what I was suggesting. I was he can maybe do this. And I know he's done one before, and yeah, we'll see. But I mean, there's plenty of other allies. We can see what goes on. And yeah, we'll figure it out. So we don't know, other than me, we don't know who else will be on next month yet. We'll let you know as soon as we figure that out. Probably at our monthly meeting this month. It's probably when we'll figure it out.
Later
so
on.
Yeah, by then. And yeah, again, if this is for $10 and up patrons, so thank you again for doing that. Always love to see the works that you submit. And yeah, coming up, we got Easy Living.
Yeah, baby.
Easy Living in just 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
3 weeks.
Oh boy.
21. That'd be 21 days from now, and we're July 9th today. So yeah.
Isn't July 9th tomorrow? July 9th tomorrow.
Yeah, but today's month. It's 3 weeks from Thursday, I believe. No, it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks from Thursday for us to start getting set up.
Yeah, we're gonna announce the schedule.
Yeah, we'll have we gotta.
Damiani has to fill in one block still.
Yeah, we gotta figure that out. Group stream tomorrow is definitely happening. Yes, that's happening. Don't worry.
Let me just look at the calendar.
It's 2 weeks from Thursday. It absolutely is. It's 3 weeks from last Thursday.
Sit here quietly while I look it up.
I'm gonna sit here quietly.
Yeah, it starts on the 26th. Moobot is right. Listen to Moobot. 26th through 28th.
See, 2 weeks, 4 days. I said 3 weeks, but then it was less than 3 weeks.
We don't know how many weeks it is. I got some work to do before that thing starts up. Coo-wee.
Yeah, we're gonna. I think we're still shooting spoiler mode for Stranger Things season 3.
About to
do that. Good stuff. And then we got all our stuff happening tomorrow as well. So we will. We'll see you tomorrow on the group stream live next time. And then I will see you all again for Community Showcase in about a month from now. So.
Are we going to do a Spider-Man spoiler mode?
Who else has seen Spider-Man?
We saw it yesterday. Have you seen it?
I've seen Spider-Man.
We could just do one tonight, too.
Just double spoiler mode. Double feature spoiler
One episode,
mode.
both of them?
One episode, both. We start mixing up. Yeah, so when
the Demogorgon comes out at Spider-Man.
Yeah, and then he makes the Venom joke about it, and he's like, "You're as ugly as Venom," and then Hopper shows up, and it's like, "No, Spider-Man, don't do that." It's like, oh, okay. And then they all end up in the Upside Down, and that's the Marvels. That's the alternate. That's Earth. 622, I think, is the Upside Down.
Yeah,
is what they said. Mysterio said that. The Upside Down is Earth 622. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, we're gonna be recording that. I actually don't know. I forget how Jones ends these or anything like that, but that's all we got for you. That's all we said. So we'll see you all later. Thanks again, and love and respect. And I wish this camera would stop doing this. Bye.